What is up, Entree fam? This is not our typical Friday live. Today is a very special day. Actually was not going to drop this until Friday, but looking into how things are going to be lined up covering the holiday deals, plus our regular Friday live helpcast, figured I need to go ahead and do this now to kind of separate that out of the live streams, especially since they tend to run a wee bit over. Last time was 5 hours. We are not doing that no time soon again. So hope you all also as well here in the United States tomorrow is the national holiday of Thanksgiving, and as well as I'm trying to think of all the variations as far as the way that we describe that, and to be respectful and honoring of all people. And so on the 27th is Native American Heritage Day. So also to those of you with Native American blood, then my heart goes to you. So, and I hope you enjoy your day. So yeah, super thankful and grateful, first of all, for all of you all. I hope you're safe, enjoying your family, your communities. Just like, it's like, love one another, be happy, be joyful, you know, all the great things, right? So today is about Vlogmas. If you don't know what Vlogmas is, I want to talk about that in just a second. Say what's up to those in the community. Felicia, good to see you. Beautiful as always, and radiant, vibrant, all the great things. India, God, lead us on this year. I refuse to say that with the proper umph. Okay. Good to see you. Breast cancer sip and chat with Queen Bee saying, yay, a Thanksgiving Eve. This is not, we will not be speaking that into existence upon this day. All right. You notice when people really that are speakers and they really get into it, the neck, throat muscles, 32 of them kick in, just like we are feel that we are not doing 5 hours. No time. So that was supposed to be like a summer 2021 goal. Like, yeah, maybe one day we'll do. But y'all are the truth. So I appreciate y'all. Chantal, good to see you, saying, hey, Diana, made it on time today. I'm telling you, because you almost got a write-up. You keep coming in here late, doing whatever you want to do, think you just going to keep coming. No, just kidding. Good to see you. Glad that you're here. Chocolate Twist Yoga saying, hey, wait a minute. What day is this? What time is this? I know. Different vibes for different No, I'm just kidding. Today is a special announcement, which is why I'm doing that now. It's just kind of going through some stuff. Thinking through a lot of things of what these next 30 days are going to look like. And then also just to kind of put on the radar, I was going to wait till Friday, but Friday's going to be full of covering holiday deals and stuff like that. There'll be a blog for that. In addition to just the regular helpcast stuff. And I'm like, it's already 2 hours with just questions. I don't want to add this on top of it so that it has its own house, its own specific video. I said, you know what? And I don't feel like editing and recording. We're just going to go live out here in these streets. Breast cancer super says, nice glasses. Meant to say that the other day. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Saying, Diana, drop a joke, please. What joke? I don't have like, hey, I have a joke. Let's read it. What kind of a joke? I do not understand. But good to see you, Callie. Glad that you're here. Steve saying, hey, I'm excited to be here this evening, excited to listen to your live. Why, thank you, my good sir. I appreciate you being here this fine, wonderful evening. So again, guys, happy holidays to you and your family. Love one another. I love you. If nobody else tells you this week or today, I love you and I appreciate you. And I am so glad that you're here. I do not just say that as a habit. I really sincerely do appreciate you all for being here. And me being a part of your life in a small capacity as much as you are in my life. So I appreciate you guys. So real quick to get to the topic, the Vlogmas, what is this about and what's going to happen? This is not for me to announce to you that I'm going to be doing Vlogmas, because I am. So you will see one day, which is vlog every day until Christmas. You may have heard of VEDA, which is VEDA, which is vlog every day in April or in August, which is also known as Vlogust. But this is Vlogmas, which is you vlog every day or do one video every day until Christmas. However, in talking with Doc, boy, y'all see Doc Rock in here constantly. Doc's doing some amazing things. Just got super inspired by him because as I was talking through in the Ecamm Live community live chat, I think it was sometime earlier this week or last week or something, the days are amiss, but just like why I think entrepreneurs need to really be taking advantage of that. And so I wanted to kind of get in here and just, just rain the sirens, if you will, just like we need to be doing Vlogmas. We really, really do. And not to tell you to go out and do something and then everybody feels secluded and off to themselves and like they're creating content by themselves. So again, taking a lot of appreciation, love, and support from Doc Rock, and just being super inspired by his live stream this week. So I created a few things. The email community, if you're part of the Entre Insiders, you guys already have this. But this is something I thought I was going to do Friday. I'm not. I'm going to have to do this now. So vlogging is not what you think it is. And I've said this so many times, but I want to keep stating this until it really takes hold. Vlogging is one of the most underutilized pieces of content that an entrepreneur can create when you're talking about documentation vlogging. Not showing how you made a pancake, not some slow coffee sequence. Really redefining this and how we look at this in our business and seeing that this is a valuable asset. And to help you with that, I created a free gift for you, for entrepreneurs, that I finished at 3 a.m. last night, pulling an accidental overnighter because I was so excited about this. I cannot wait to give this to you. So again, Vlogmas is where you vlog every day until Christmas. We are doing the full month. If you're a part of this community, that means you. So how are we going to do this, and what does this mean? In the description, you should see a link to the page where this is like, if you go to, it should be diana.link/vlog kit. You'll get access to this, and it should take you to this page where, again, we are going live every day. Not live every day, excuse me. We are doing a vlog. And then what is a vlog? Vlogging doesn't mean you have to have a selfie stick. It doesn't mean it could be this. One video, one concept, one video. Again, one concept, one video. If you are a mechanic, that means you can be sharing one tip every single day about, again, I think this example in the PDF that I'm going to be showing you in just a second, and then I'll get to the comments. It's like, if you are, let's just say real estate, that's probably more somebody's niche in the group or in the community. You're into real estate. Guess what? You can show how you actually go through and pick a listing. You can actually show three things that you look for at every house listing just on the outside. Before you ever step a foot into the property, what are three things that you're considering that you make sure that you check, so that when you present that home to somebody, or if you're looking to, potentially sell it, you know that it's in good working condition. It could be looking at the shingles. It could be the grass, a certain color, telling you about how something underneath the ground, maybe the pipings, or it could be, some kind of rodent or, disturbance issue with groundhogs or something, who knows, under the grass. And it's like, yeah, so this is a property I wouldn't pick because this is a clear sign of that. We don't know that as the buyers because that's not our niche. But guess who we choose to do business with because we've developed know, like, and trust with them outside of tutorial videos, outside of live streams, literally any niche and area in business that you have. Vlogging in this way, by simply doing something just that short of 3, 5, 7 minutes on the long end. If you're a more experienced video creator, doing that can be super helpful. But the reason why this is so extremely valuable, and I really want you to catch this, is because entrepreneurs don't do this, right? Because everybody has a poor perception of what vlogging is. Vlogging is simply a different type of form of content other than a tutorial. Not all tutorials are created equally. Not all tips videos are created equally. And so can be said about vlogging as well. Now, what am I giving you? I'm giving you a brand new car. No, just kidding. So what I'll be giving away is this guide that you will get access to when you download the specific Vlogmas creator kit that I created. It goes through, explains Vlogmas, why you should participate, all the things I just shared with you, and even gives you a simple breakdown when it comes to how to structure your videos, how should you record them, all those different things. But this is what I'm really excited about. It includes a goal tracker. So every day you have something, or even if you want to do themed weeks, you can go in here, pick a particular theme. You can write over that if you want to. But you can go in here and say, this week I'm talking about the outside of properties if you're into real estate. And it could be something like a fire hydrant and like parking and how, residents manage that, like when it is the holidays, and why you don't mind if there is this in front of the house. Little things that you know in your niche that are simple for you that other people overlook. And I promise you, nobody in your niche is going to do this. And this is going to be the perfect way to launch 2020. So you get a goal tracker in here. In addition to that, I'm going to give you some topics and some ideas so you can run through those. So you get at least 15 of those. So you're good to go for every day for at least 15 days, even if you just go based off of those titles or something simple. And we made this fillable. So if the first one was going to be, which somebody asked me in the community already, was how to take a picture. So maybe that's my idea, or maybe, I'm going to do multiple variations of that, or how to use the A6400 for thumbnails. And that doesn't have to be some long drawn out tutorial type video. It literally just could be something that's super simple, and simple enough, honestly, so that I know that I can help my community. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's what you do. Here's a dial. It's not a tip. These are not typical tutorials. You can, but you don't have to. All right. So it's not, and it shouldn't be stressful for you. Last part of this is going to be, and I give you one for every week. So all 4 weeks, you can go through, fill this out digitally, and you get a printable version as well. But this is the other one. You can print out a couple copies of these or make several copies of these digitally. Just copy that page or whatever. And then that way you can go in here based on the framework, simple framework, beginning, middle, and end. Go in here and it's like, what's the opener? What's the hook? What's the point? So again, if I'm doing the one on why, for example, or not even why, but how to create a thumbnail, let's say, for example, you do it that way. And just be like, okay, the opener should be, one thing I've never showed you is something about photos today. Today's Vlogmas video is going to be about how I take a quick thumbnail. Super easy. And it could be not from a very beginner level. Here's what you can do. Or the things that I want to talk about or mention. Very, very simple. Don't have to be super strategic or whatever. But just to give you some space to kind of like think it out. You can circle if it's week 1, 2, 3, or 4. The video topic, whatever. Just give you like plenty of thinking space and ground to really go through and think through this. So check back through the chat real quick for this here. All right, let me catch up. Saying happy holidays to you and your family. I thank you. You as well, Queen. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Saying, do I need to do a drink of fire? No, you do not. Sending love from Georgia. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. India saying, I'm ready for #Vlogmas. However, have a bit of anxiety about it because it's once a day, every day for 31 days. But I love a challenge. Let's get live. Let's go. Yes, absolutely. That's the thing. So again, taking a lot of inspiration from Doc Boyd as well, because I know I was going to do Vlogmas, but I'm like, you know what? I really, really, really want the community to get a hold of this as well. Also on that page, so that you guys aren't feeling, I know Doc has a group as well, which is freaking phenomenal, called Livestream Doc, and he's just kicking that off as well. But because I get asked, and I know I'm going to be, over here, you'll see a link to join the group. It's called just the, it's like the EntreWoman TV Facebook community. So this link will take you so you can join again and have some accountability. I know tech issues come up. And so I'm getting more active on Facebook. I already am, but just like really engaging in a more consistent way. And so that group is being created specifically for the EntreWoman TV community, so that as you guys are developing your ideas or you're trying to work through why is this happening in the video or whatever, just to kind of help with some of those anxieties, I will be in the group to help you as well. And again, You download that creator kit if you think that'll be helpful and valuable to just kind of helping you roll through and just really figure out what you should do, what kind of videos you should create. And the point of this is, especially if you're not creating regular, consistent content, if you're finding it harder and harder and harder to really create content, this will help you get off your butt. This will help you to remove your own excuses, because that's important. Like sometimes it can be, well, I want my videos to look like this. I want them to feel like that. And all we romanticize it. And honestly, when you first get started in video, it's ugly. It's horrific. If you go back to the oldest videos on my channel, my voice doesn't even sound like that. I don't even know where that voice came from, right? The behaviors, the mannerisms. Now I'm more myself, full self on camera and all of those different things, but that takes time. Okay, well, I would do these kinds of 30-day challenges in my mentors group on Facebook, and that was super helpful, because if you're like having those nervous sensations, you can post a video in the group and be like, this is what it's looking like. What am I doing wrong? What needs to be changed? So that's there if you guys want to check that out. My bad. I jumped ahead. Mo, good to see you. Glad that you are here saying yes. Hello to everyone. Good to see you, Mo. Saying outstanding. Thanks so much for creating this for us. I'm going to accept the challenge. That is what I am talking about, Steve. Get after it. It's like my whole thing is this. It's like fear is a good thing at times, if you need to be. But this video is honestly not as scary. It's more up here about the what ifs and all the different things. And here's the biggest thing. If you're considering like, this is going to hurt my brand, this is going to hurt my image, I don't want my videos to look any kind of way and da-da-da-da-da. None of my videos would look as good, sound as good, be as polished or together as they are if I had not got it started when it was still ugly. There is no such thing as the videos just jumping light years ahead in 3 days like that, right? So it's not that it takes years. It's not even that it takes months, but it does take time. And if you don't commit to the time, I know a lot of the community, when I'm getting emails and DMs, it really comes from a lack of not using your equipment, not creating videos enough. And if you're not good at editing, if you're not good at recording, if you're not good at consistently and competently sharing your thoughts on video and just doing this is going to help you. I promise you, at the end of these 31 days, you will be a completely different creator, because at no time have I ever done a 30-day challenge, especially at the beginning stages, where I did not learn something. The fact that I'm comfortable now finding my own vibe, not trying to mimic somebody else per se, when it comes to documentation style vlogging, which is why you see the Instagram clips, which is why you see the LinkedIn clips, which is why you see, certain things that comes up when I'm doing speaking engagements and whatnot, because I'm taking you along my journey, sharing those specific things that I've learned, tips about lighting, audio, tips about video, tips about cameras, all those different things. But to really expand, like, what are you going to do? What do you like? What don't you like? You will easily find your voice in doing this. This is something, if you are in this community, you need to be doing this. Don't let fear get in the way, because 2021 is already here. We're just waiting for the calendar dates and stuff to catch up. We're just waiting for the date to change. If you seriously have a goal when it comes to video content, you need to do this. Like, you really, really, really need to do this. And I wanted to take as much heavy lifting off of this as possible by at least giving you half of the month's worth of video ideas of things that you can do to redefine how we look at Vlogmas. And if you follow me on Instagram, you're already hearing this. You saw the post yesterday, for sure. So let me jump in the comments here, because I feel like this for real is something that's like, it means something to me, like for real. Usually, Vlogmas or whatever, just vlogging in general, it's like, I don't know what it was about this year. Something changed. Something really changed, and I haven't been really able to put my finger on it, but something seriously changed this year. And I think it was more so just the year itself, honestly, especially like when I went to Washington, and I was like, that vlog that I did about vlogging becoming more valuable to me if I didn't have day one of me quitting my job and I was just capturing that. I wasn't making a story. I wasn't doing like from storytelling, copywriting. This stuff has amplified my business like I cannot imagine. And this is not some gift or talent. Skill is developed over time. You do these 31 videos. They can be as short or as long as you want them to be. Honestly, no longer than like, again, 3, 5, or 7 minutes. And you will for sure, like it will change the way you produce content for the better. K-Walk Comedy saying, hi Diana, I've got my guide and I'm getting ready to vlog. That's what I'm talking about, K-Walk Comedy. Let's see here. Let me catch up in the... Yeah, so this is another one. Mo is talking about Vlogtober. Yeah, it's expanding out to a lot of different months when it comes to that. Saying I want to challenge myself and use my Canon for Vlogmas versus my iPhone. This is a perfect time to do it. I was on a live stream in Ecamm Live's community today with Dean of Dean Reynolds Media, and he was just asking like, how do you know all the stuff about the cameras? When I first buy a camera, if it's the same brand or if it's a different brand, I take that camera with me every day for the next 30 days. And I just do one little thing. It could be take a picture of my mom. When I first got the Sony, I was taking a little picture of my niece. My headshot that I took on this Sony a6400. And I had just bought that camera. Well, I didn't buy that camera, excuse me. It was just gifted to me by my uncle. I had no idea even how to use it. Like the first 5 photos were blurry. And then that headshot that I used that you see in speaking engagements and for the channel, all of that stuff was shot when I knew nothing about the camera, because that was part of that process. 30 days later, here I was. Now I'm getting ready to, because I got it like in August, September came, and I'm shooting Grow with Video Live. Yeah, so I did that shoot, recorded that event, and we used 2 Sony cameras, and I was rocking and rolling. Didn't have a problem running through the settings or nothing. Just 30 days of continuous use. So if you're trying to learn your camera, this is it. If you're trying to find your voice in your content, what you should make and what you do like or don't like, this is it. I'm telling you, come January 1st, if you don't participate in this, you are going to wish that you did. And again, links over to the group is here. Over on this link right here, you can just click and it'll take you straight over to Facebook for the group for that. If you want to join in and have some accountability, have some help, and just like really every day, I'm going to be in there giving you some encouragement, being there with you. I want you to feel like I'm right there with you. So that's the goal. And again, shout out and so much love to Doc Rock, for real, for real. Breast cancer sip and chat, say I'm good, just need to edit the videos I created last week. You need to edit faster. This will help you. And the fact that, here's the thing, we're not making whole, like my hour run through the camera every minute. I'm not doing none of that. But if you have one concept, one title, you could do one video and keep it simple. And if you have like, this could be step 1, 2, 3, that's 3, 4 different videos, right? Simple things, simple videos, so that if this was the video and I'm just like, here's why you need to do Vlogmas, and that is its own video, beginning, middle, end. Here's the why, here's what I think and how I feel. Super excited about tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to be going to the History Museum with my parents and blah, blah, blah. And that's it. End the video. I'm chopping off the parts where I was sipping water and I'm moving on. This honestly helped me to edit faster. So when I was coming home from work, because I did Vlogmas in 2018, and that's how what birthed out of that whole experience was the Canon M50 videos and being more efficient with those. So I'm telling y'all, this will change things for you in a positive way, for sure. So breast cancer percent girl, you ain't never lied. It's kicking my butt. Saying, does Vlogmas have to be live? No, it does not. Vlogmas can be recorded. All of mine are going to be recorded. We're still going to do the Friday live helpcast here on the channel. So it'll just be 2 videos on Friday. But no, they don't have to be live. But if you want to, you can, if that's easier for you. So if this was the thing every night at 6 o'clock or whatever, I'm just like, all right, it's time to sit, and that was a good time to do it, then so be it. But more or less, I'm probably going to be doing mines in the mornings. And here's the thing too. Here's the pro hack. Bulk record a couple of them to put some in the bank. All right. Because life does happen. Y'all saw just a scratch of the scratch in my day in the life with the endometriosis stuff. Because I'm like, this could go one way or the other. And I'm like, no, this is bad. I'm like, let me catch this with the iron level stuff and just like, let me, and then it was like a couple hours before I came back and right before my end of the call. And I'm like, you know what, let me wrap this up. Even just getting ideas and clarity in how to do your videos, thinking them through. That's why I gave you that form where you can go through and really start to put together like, okay, what's the main point? What's the point of the video? Like, Vlogmas can change your business. It can seriously change the way you are creating content for the better, right? And so that's it. And here's the thing. If you're afraid that this is going to make your brand look bad, but you don't have a brand built up yet, it won't. Even me, if anybody, you know what I'm saying, like in bigger channels, like, but if I was really concerned, like this could potentially hurt some people, I would never recommend it. What I do, I wouldn't recommend if that was the case. But even if later on, 3 years later, you say, you know what, we've changed things, those are off brand, you have the unlist or private option to unlist those videos, but the experience only comes by doing. So for real, that's something to look into. All right, let me catch up this here. Chantal saying, I got my PDF. That's what I'm talking about. JFK Productions, hey, what's up? Good to see you. Glad that you are here. JFK saying, learn your gear by using it. You'll go from grasshopper to sensei. That's what it's the truth. It is the truth. Breast Cancer Sipping saying, do I need an intro and an outro? So a couple thoughts around that. If you do want to help yourself some, when I did it in 2018, having some ideas around like, and again, I had no ideas for real, having some ideas, like it is a grungy Vlogmas in 2018. If I had did it last year, I would have been cool with it. I'm trying to think what was even going on or why I didn't do it, but I don't recall. But 2018 was a grungy Vlogmas for me, needless to say. It had a little title screen to say what day it was, and then it just jumped into the content. And that was it. I do not intend to have any kind of like, and you could do this. You could have a pre-recorded or bumper style intro. And again, keep that same kind of format, jump into the core content or the point of what you're trying to convey. And then, either have a dedicated outro or something. I plan to keep mine very, very simple. I'm not doing that this year. It's pretty much going to jump right in. Probably something animated in the corner to say what day it is or even in the title. But I'm keeping mine very relaxed and chill because that's the vibe that I want my Vlogmas playlist to have. Honestly, I really want this to have just good energy, good vibes for it. And so it's going to be super chill. Much like a day in the life video that you guys saw or other docu-entree style vlog videos, it's going to be super chill. It's just a point to the video versus whatever happens today, I'm just going to film it kind of a feel. Like I'm going in with an initial intent to, so for example, because it could be helpful. So I'm thinking about, I've already reached out to some friends. So like Rob Balasabas, Trey Van Camp, I'm looking at the vlog pastors, Joshua Verwers, Jared Brown, and just like asking like, okay, y'all vlog all the time. What's 3 things that you would tell somebody new if they were just getting into vlogging and like they love it and they decide that they like, what have you learned? What's like, why did you even start doing this? Just utilizing some friends and resources, making a video, adding in my 2 cents. Like prior to uncovering and getting like this is my way, the way to do it for me best, documentation style vlogging. That doesn't mean, again, I don't have to show you what food I'm eating. I don't have to try to be funny or something. I could just be myself. And I'm a teacher. That's my thing. I'm a teacher through and through. And so I don't have to feel, you never see me really leave out this office. I'm not laying in the bed and holding like, it's not that kind of vlogging. That's more lifestyle vlogging. Once I understood the categories, it started to make, I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't do lifestyle vlogging. I do documentation style vlogging. I eat, breathe, and live everything that I do in my business and stuff because I absolutely adore what I do. So documentation style vlogging is what I'm trying to get you to get a hold to. It's not about lifestyle vlogging. So how you approach this is really your choice. I think if, depending on the kind of content, and you guys can let me know what kind of channels that you have, and maybe I can throw some ideas out to you. But like I said, that is why I went through and gave you like 15 video topic ideas. And just to kind of run through a couple of them. So like these are it wouldn't be, you can pick whatever day you want, but 13, 14, and 15 on this list in the guide is going to show you like, so why X is better than A. So I could say why Canon is better than Sony. And everybody be like, oh, what? Yeah. Or I could say why Nikon is better than Sony. And all of y'all be like, what? But you, da-da-da. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So this could be why this type of shingles is better for your roofs than this kind of shingles. If you're into construction, real estate, if you're a writer, you can say why Amazon Kindle publishing is better than this other company. 14, how to. You can literally type anything in YouTube, how to do something in your niche field or whatever, and keep it simple. One concept, one title, one video. Other stuff, like 15. What I love most about being X. So I could say you can a full-time creator or entrepreneur rather. I could say what I love most about being on YouTube. I could say what I love most about being an aunt. And I could bring it more personal. There's so many different directions that you can take these ideas. Because it doesn't always have to be all business related, but it can be. It could be a little bit half and half. But yeah, I mean, like you have a lot of flexibility for the how you pull this off. But I prefer to keep it simple. And that's my goal. The simpler it is that you have a framework around this, the easier it is to execute. Do not try to do some 2, 3, 4 angle camera shoots, because that's not the goal. The goal is repetition of learning. Repetition is the mother of all learning. And the problem is a lot of creators, they don't have that repetition built up. That muscle is very, very weak. And so we all set these goals like come January 1st, and then come January 30th, we like, well, maybe February 1st. Maybe March 1st. Let's start now. 2021 starts now. All right. So Felicia's saying I have to use my gear. I think I would use the ZV-1 for my Vlogmas. That is what I'm talking about. And I mean, here's the thing. It may surprise some of y'all. I use my phone quite a bit. I do love my Sonys, especially I love my Sonys. But when it comes to some things, I use my phone because it's easy. It's simple. It gets the job done. Several parts of the video was when I was traveling to Washington earlier this year. I think it was like in May or so. Was shot on the phone. And then other times it was shot on the Osmo Pocket, like just the original one, because I've had this one for a long time. So it's like I'm not trying to get you to do anything that is so, you know what I'm saying, just like super ridiculous. I really just want you to be able to just get comfortable with creating. Because once you remove this cinder block in your thought process and execution process, you are going to be lethal. So Mo, thanks for dropping that in the chat so everybody can pick those up. She's saying you can spin Vlogmas to fit your brand. We are in an age where people want to see you behind the scenes, the real unscripted app. So freaking lutely, just straight on. Exactly. And that's the thing. I've shared this in talks and trainings that I've done. And the thing that I had to teach, like, so for example, like one of the greatest honors this year was E.T., Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. You've probably seen some of his work somewhere online. He's everywhere. And I got a chance to teach to his speakers summit, speakers boot camp earlier this year. And it was so phenomenal. And one of the things that I conveyed in that training was that your customers are different now. Your stage as a speaker is very different now. Like, that's the thing. 2020 helped me to kick off my speaking career, and just having that a part of my business. That was a goal that I set in 2019. I didn't know it was going to be like this though, but that stage is developed and it's like, fine, cool. Somebody asked me on Instagram, how long have you been live streaming? Since I got started doing video 4 years ago. Like, seriously, it was grungy and it was ugly, but it got done. And those Facebook memories helped to remind me of how ugly and grungy those early videos was, but I was grateful for them because it made way for this, right? So for sure, Tanya, good to see you. Glad that you are here. Saying thank you all for the thumbs up for the live. Absolutely, thank you so much for being here. Some why dark chocolate is better than white chocolate. If you are a hater, then that is absolutely the kind of video that you would create. That's absolutely the kind of video you create. Oh my goodness. Some why commission is better than salaried. Absolutely. So I started learning marketing some years ago, and I remember I worked at a marketing firm, and we got paid an hourly wage, but that was super minimal compared to what you could make commissions. And so I'm calculating the numbers and I'm like, man, if I get these many deals per week and I close these many clients, I can make way more than the pay grade based off of what they weren't trying to give you a weekly check. They wanted you to. And so when we would get deals, we'd hang up, which is because we had a headset on, but you had a regular phone that just stayed off. But we would slam the phone down and be like, deal. Or no, it doesn't say deal. We say boom. And then everybody would go with this round of applause. And then they bring you out a balloon. So however many balloons you had. So it was like one day I had like 4 or 5 different balloons. It was the most amazing feeling ever. Because, not just because of the check, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So putting that to work. So all of that, man, it was amazing. So yeah, why commission is better than salary? For me, I know that to be true. For that reason, from my experience working at a marketing firm, just being better at communicating on the phone, talking to people when you understand their pain points. So again, in the group, I'm really going to put a lot of pressure on myself so that I can really help and show up for y'all in this Facebook group. I found it early on. I remember I wanted a group really bad and it sucked because I didn't have a community. And so now I've been really hesitant about doing it just because I'm like, that's going to be some work. But this time it's like I see the need before it ever get asked. There is a Facebook group. So make sure y'all join for that. Mo dropped that in the chat already so y'all can check that out. As soon as the live is over, I'll go through and add folks and stuff like that. But we cranking it out right away. JFK Production saying all them flashy animated VFX stuff can be a bit addicting. While I'm typing this, I'm downloading more Video Hive packs. I mean, keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. You can do an animated, fill in the different things from like Video Hive. That's cool. It will get the job done, and there is nothing wrong with that. But don't overdo it. Like, when you start creating, and this is not obviously just at you, but I'm just saying that to honestly throw it out there. But it's like when you start creating more hooks and more loops for yourself, you're now creating a learning curve that just it's February. And, so that's why I'm like, don't worry about it. And then 2, we have 31 days. If you need to bulk record some content, do that. Because I know I'm going to, because I know there's going to be days where I'm not all the best. And so it's like, I may get a piece of that in there or something like that, or be okay for a quick enough video. But here's the thing though, you can record a couple things. So maybe for the first week, bulk record like 3 videos. They can be on the same day or something like that, right? Because again, you're still creating content every day anyway. So you can capture footage and stuff like that. But It's not super stressful. You don't need to carry your camera every little place that you go. And I'm going to the hardware store now. Oh, we're coming back home. Like it, it doesn't have to be that. But if you are into, I don't know, let's say you do interior design, maybe don't worry about all the footage and the work to get to the store. Start at the store. Start in the aisle. And it simply could be about how to get the better price, just looking at the labels, and if it's something that you know or could share, that's it. And then maybe you do the wrap up there in the aisle, or if you're feeling kind of subconscious about it, you can record it and do a voiceover and then come on camera at the end and be like, yeah, so when I'm in the store, one thing I always look for is this on the label. The other thing I always look for is this on the label. So if you're ever shopping for paint, look for this. This means that you're not going to get a chalky look. It's not going to be super, like whatever. Finish the video. That's it. Simple. You don't need to, again, the whole journey to get there unless you want to, but keep it simple by just starting literally there, or record some on your phone and then finish the video up at home. So Beards and Banjos saying hi, Diana, and everyone. Good to see you. Glad that you are here. Anybody have any other questions about Vlogmas real quick, or what that means, or the why and stuff like that? Let's see here. So Beards and Banjos saying, by the way, I hit 1,000 stuff. Let's go. 1,000. Listen. Yes. Everybody clap it up. Clap it up. Beards and Banjos. Man. Way to go. Way to freaking go. Congratulations. I'm so pumped and excited for you. Congratulations. Yes. Way to freaking go. Yes, man. Like, it now is about to get so much easier building a community, because it's super hard to get to 1,000. And the fact that you crushed that, well done, my friend. Well done. Saying thanks. He's saying thanks to India. India also giving you some love there. Man, great job. Breast cancer sip in chat saying I'm cracking up. Couponing with Emma saying, I'm so glad you recommended this. I have thought about daily vlogging to find my editing style, and I use my M50 more. And to use my M50 more, I just joined the group. Plan on taking on Vlogmas. Welcome to the community. I cannot wait to see what you will create. And that's the other thing. It's like, I think one other thing I wanted to address also that has come up as I'm talking about this more privately with other people or in DMs and stuff. Some people are concerned about burnout. Oh man, that's a lot. Oh man, I don't know. Or like even Rob Balasawa's amazing creator. You've heard me recommend him on the channel and stuff as well before. He talked about like he tried, and Rob is a great vlogger. He's a really good engaging vlogger, and he does the whole shebang. He really does. And he said, man, I tried to do this for like 30 days or whatever. He said, I couldn't do it. That's heavy. That's pretty heavy. But here's the thing. If you don't try, you don't know. And even if you get 10 days in, think about that. Like, you didn't lose, you learned. If you get 10 days, 14 days even, and you go half the month, I'm not encouraging you to do that, because it's like, we got to push. We got to push ourselves. One of the greatest lessons I ever learned came from my experience going to Alabama A&M University. I had never marched in a band like that before. Nothing here in high school was ever something to prepare me like that for that, other than mindset wise. And when I got there, it pushed me in every way possible. Mentally, physically, emotionally, just everything. Learning to memorize 200 songs from scratch, like just no music. We didn't have the sheet music, and no, you have to, like, they call a song out in the stands, you got to go. Or they call something out on the field show, or in the field show, or on the field, you got to do it. And so I didn't think I could. And I learned it's possible. That's why so many bands do it. It's possible. But that never would have happened if I never left home to go to that kind of a band program, because I was afraid. You are always going to be in a situation where you've never done anything like this before. When we first learned to drive a car, we saw everybody else do it, so we knew it was possible, but We hadn't done it though. And we just nervous. Now you're putting on lipstick, plucking your eyebrows and everything else, sipping coffee, FaceTiming. Hopefully not all of that while driving, but you're more comfortable now because repetition is the mother of all learning. So I'm glad you're in the group, Emma. Look forward to seeing you there. And again, Mo is dropping that in there so you guys can get that information. Mo saying that's the smart way, or you can slip your longer videos into two. Absolutely. One concept, one video. And this is not a true statement. So this is not true. This is officially just fake news. Do you hear me? That's not a true statement. All chocolate lives do not. It is no. There is only one way. All right, one thing that you can do. It's the holidays. Don't nobody want this mud dark chocolate on the buffet. For the whole grandma coming over. We ain't seen grandma all year. And what we gonna give her? Something that tastes nasty? How disrespectful. How I want to give her heaven sent chocolate. Do you? Okay. We're calling the angels to serenade and just like, we're so glad that you are here. Here is some white chocolate to enhance your familial and family experience. We hope that you enjoy yourself this year, Grandma. We really do. Again, good to see you saying late to the party. What is Vlogmas about? One sentence. This is going to be a compound complex sentence then, apparently. So Vlogmas is about creating one video every single day in December. And the point of this is so that as entrepreneurs, we can start to utilize one of the strongest forms of content in regards to vlogging, which is documentation style vlogging, so that you can amplify your business and brand using video. That's as best as I can do. Hope that conveys the point. Beers and Banjos, appreciating all the love. So let's see here. Mari's Music, good to see you, Mari. Glad that you are here. So again, what other questions do you guys have about Vlogmas? Again, you can go to diana.link/vlog kit to pick up your own creator kit. And again, to show that, so those of you that are just joining, what comes in the kit. When you go there, you download it. This creator kit that I made, this is specifically for entrepreneur creators or content creating entrepreneurs, as I call it. You can go through and see what is Vlogmas, why I'm suggesting that you participate in it, how long should your videos be, a video framework that's very simple that you can go by, or you can do what I was describing earlier, how you can record those. And then just some encouragement here from myself. You get a goal tracker. So every day you can, if that's your jam and that's what works for you. So you have something. I know for some people, the way you learn best, or the way that you kind of, just like to help yourself, like that's something that works for you. I threw one of those in there. And again, you can have a weekly theme if that's what works for you. So every couple days, you got a theme of what you want to talk about. And there's so many different things that you can talk about, and it's just like these little blocks are just kind of like give you some hints, tips. You don't have to go along with it. Video topic ideas. So again, I give you 15 of these. What you're excited about, or what you're excited to do, or what you're excited to learn the most in creating daily videos. That's an easy one to start off with, to start creating. Even if you have 30 subscribers, imagine being in a room full of 30 people and you're like doing a talk. That's winning. I've been to some places where it's like 5 people in a room. But when we maximize people's attention, we're getting better. People are trying to do this, especially in a tangible way. How is this going to help you? Watch time. YouTube cares about watch time. YouTube cares about not just how many people clicked on it, and not just how many people saw it or was exposed to it. Are you retaining them? That's why they have those audience retention graphs. Learning to tell better stories of even just conveying a point, learning to be better at copywriting, which I'm thinking about bringing my mentor in to share some tips around copywriting. Matter of fact, let me pull his YouTube channel up because oh my gosh, this man is masterful. I'm so serious. And he has an incredible book. I'm thinking about giving it away in a 10K giveaway. His name is Ray Edwards. And Ray has a book called How to Write Copy That Sells. Okay. And selling, basically copywriting is, again, writing the words that sells, or as it's been known, salesmanship in print. And so if we look back at his playlist, and honestly, you can find any mentor, anybody you respect, and at some point they did vlogging. And guess what? Ray did some vlogs. He don't show that there. Let me go to his videos tab. Ray's done a ton of videos. But if we go into here to some extent, some of these could be considered vlogs. And that's what I want you to understand. It's not about the going and the what you're doing or whatever. So like here, let's go with this one.
Hi, my name is Ray, and on this channel, I help you.
So like, let's just look. Ray's standing here for a minute, standing in front of the whiteboard, and then eventually he goes to sit down. That's a vlog. And he's in the office, right? And so again, writers, be 10 times more productive. That's the tip. That's the main point. And so again, the intro, hey, my name is Ray Edwards. On this channel, I help you about learning how to write copy that sells, or blah, 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 whatever the intro was. And that's the thing. It was another video that I found super inspiring that he made, which was about old people waiting to live versus waiting to die. And again, he starts it off here, goes for a little walk or whatever, and then eventually he goes sit outside. But basically the point of this video, which is why I remember it, was you are not too old to be creating content. That was the point. He was like, he has clients and people that are in his community that's 50 and 60 years old. And he's like getting emails like, yeah, but I don't know, I'm kind of older. Who's going to want to listen to me? He's like, you have value. Your years mean something. Your experience means something. And people need your wisdom, knowledge. If you feel like you're too young, it's like people need that energy. People want that vibrancy. And we all have value. There's no such thing as being boring. Y'all don't come back to this channel time and time again for the live streams, the comments that you leave, and everything else in between. If I felt like I was boring, this channel would never exist. Not that I haven't thought that, for sure. I've definitely dealt with that a lot. But you're interested in the content, and then eventually you came to know, like, and care about me to some degree, right? It starts when you're uncomfortable. So, let's see here. Ken saying, cool. All right, so hopefully I did a good job of the explanation. So let's see here. Yes, who all is going to participate? I'm telling you, do this challenge. Do this challenge. I'm not even kidding. This is almost a requirement to be subscribed to the community, like almost, right? So Mo is saying also, your creator kit is well put together. Thank you for doing this. My pleasure. Glad to be of service. JFK continuing, okay, in his nonsensical statements. Saying important thing is I learned from early as a musician making videos was split the videos. Don't worry about the one takes. Yeah, and that. You know what? That's another thing. Some people are so afraid to mess up, or they're so afraid of stuttering, or like, it's okay. Human to human interaction was completely almost removed this year. Think that. Human to human interaction was almost completely removed this year. You seem normal still to other people. You have not gotten so removed from it that you seem awkward or whatever. People are desiring human to human interaction in a way that we have been just desiring and thirsting for this year. So what better way to get ready for a business that can start seeing more clients, maybe reopen your office to the public some more, maybe hire on some more staff if you had to let them go, maybe start communicating the vision and the message of even something that you're planning. If you are a nonprofit, you absolutely need to do this. You got a physical location or you rent space someplace that you can access for you absolutely need to be doing this because companies shut down this year. If we're looking to revitalize our company, bring in some new life or new fresh breath, this is the way. I'm telling you, for sure. Let's see here. India saying, super weird. I tried to send a super chat, but it's not going to an option to charge me. I don't know. If you have Oh, there it is. I was about to say, I don't know, but I appreciate that, India. Thank you so much. Breast cancer sip and chat saying already signed up. That is what I'm talking about. Saying biting my nails. Chill until the next episode. All is well. Saying eyeballs emoji. Appreciate that, India. Cursive red lettering spelling out vlog. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. So thank you so much, India. I appreciate that. Again, I've done a lot of videos. Like and most of them suck. Let's just call it what it is. Most of them suck quality wise if I'm judging them now looking back. They are embarrassing. My voice, my communication skills were horrible. Like, get in the back of your throat and say that with me. Horrible. Horrible. But how many more books have I read over the course of 4 years? How many more communication type trainings have I been to over the course of the last 4 years? How many conversations more have I had over the last 4 years? And in doing so many videos over the last 4 years, even the last 30 videos helped me to be a better creator. Today, it's not just continuing to be better, not just continue to do the same thing and you stay at the same level. This is how you do it. Felicia saying she tried it twice and it did not go through. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know. I don't think the YouTube is having no problem, but the sentiment is well received. So I appreciate that, Felicia. Saying the super sticker work, but the super chats aren't working. What the heck? No, it's not that one trying to send it forward. It's okay. YouTube is robbing you. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. There'll be another day. If y'all are desiring to give super chats and is not allowing, we'll figure it out some other day. But, it could be, it could be me. I think because I just went live impromptu. I had it scheduled like 5 minutes before, but if you are scheduling a live stream, I think YouTube does not allow for the default. So monetization is monetization is off. So hold on, let me turn it on. I do not want to get yelled at. All right. So give it about, 10 seconds or something. It should work now. If y'all are desiring to do that. So it should come through now, if you want to do that. But, and again, I appreciate you all so much. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate you. Ken is saying, I recently found you like 1 week ago. I've watched a number of your videos since, and I really enjoy your relaxed, comfortable presentation style. Keep it up. Well, thank you so much, Ken. I so very much so appreciate that and value that you have found value in the channel. So I'm glad that it's been a good service to you. And I just want to provide as much value as possible to really help entrepreneurs maximize video. And I'm glad the videos are doing that. So let's see here. Felicia's saying, do you think Vlogmas can help clarify a niche? Oh my goodness. Like, yes. Short answer, yes. Here's the thing. My channel has taken tons of shifts to me. May not seem like that on the channel, but it has. Because we think clarity is one layer or one line or something. When in reality, clarity is layers. It's layers deep. Clarity is not just about, the one thing. And I've hard pressed found anybody that started a channel that stayed creating content for a very long time, not shift and morph, because you change. And so I think Vlogmas is absolutely going to help you clarify your niche because you'll find your voice. The more you speak your message, the more you keep saying it, the more you either learn to tweak something based on comments from your audience or how well they are or are not receiving something, in addition to when you hit gold with them and it's just like, man, that's really resonating. I haven't created videos around that. Maybe I should do more, right? And so that's how it's like, oh, they do want more of this, or you find more joy in doing something. When I got started creating videos and I got into the tech part, hopefully I can find this on the channel. But when I got started creating videos, because I was doing a lot, let's go over here to the channel and I can show you like how that worked out. And let's sort by the oldest videos. So at this point, in like my journey of creating videos, I thought I wanted to talk about small business stuff and on and on and on. And these were just the few that made it. Either I shared it from Facebook or it was a dedicated video for YouTube. Okay, this is where at this point here, this $1 selfie stick thing, when I got there, I started to understand, like, you know what, I'm really, really, really starting to get more passionate about the video aspect of creating videos. And I was doing 30-day challenges back at this point just on Facebook. And then so I would slide in another tech video. So I got a little cheap action camera to test that out and tried it there. Talked about Filmora and did that there. And then I start getting into here where I had created, I had tried to create a course or something like that. That sucked. I eventually deleted it. But, you know, I'm like, man, I could do, you know, something for people that are just like me around videos. And it started like way back here. So by the time we fast forward, now we starting to see this video about the mirror, you know, so imagine you doing this across 30 days. You speak your message enough times, it will matter to you. Then I got the Canon M3 after, you know, I was like, oh, I could do this, blah, 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 blah. Now we fast forward all of these videos. So when Vlogmas happened, and these were other video series and stuff that I was doing, like, well, let me just see what happens if I do 5 or 10 days of videos. What's going to happen then? So all of these videos, in my opinion, are horrible. But they got better and better and better and better to the point I felt enough courage to start vlogging outside of the home. And I bought the Canon M50 when I got ready to go on this trip. So there's a natural progression with simply just creating more content. And you see, like, it went from stuff about a bunch of business stuff, personal development, you know, whatever. I was not really confused, but what I thought I wanted to create content around, I fell out of love with it. And I found, not even fell out of love with it, I uncovered that there was something more passionate. The more I kept speaking that message, the more clarity that I got. Even up until last summer, when I took that trip, to an event, which was Ray's event. And I'm like, you know what? I went to the Copywriting Academy Live, which is what that was called. And that's when it completely woke up for me. Like, that was the last layer to ascent for where I am now. To get, you know, so like, I'm like, video simplified, period. That happened then. And that's just consistently creating videos. So Vlogmas can absolutely help you clarify your niche, your message, your business, all of that. All right. So Rocky saying please upload the it is. It's visible. If you go to the channel and you go check out the last videos or whatever, the last live stream is on there. So it's public, so you can check that out there. And again, Mo, thanks for dropping that out. So you go to dyna.link/vlog kit, and that will take you over to where you can find out where the Facebook group is. And then you can also get the creator kit. The creator kit is this specific guide that I created. It's going to give you some video topic ideas, give you 15 of those. Got fill in the blank spots. So you can edit this in your app, your phone, whatever you're comfortable with. Also, there's a printable version if you are a writing kind of a person. So every week you can kind of plan those out and flex it and change it if you want to. Then this for me is probably like the most exciting thing for me, for the kind of learner I am, is this, like, actually planning out the video. So if I did want one and it's just like help me to think through it, I can just type it out here and, you know, have those specifically in there. Any additional notes or comments that I get on a video, it's just like, okay, so now I can have it. Now, guess what happens at the end of 31 days? Let's say you do this at the end of 31 days. What can you expect? I think you can expect to be better. Whatever that means for you. That does not mean your videos need to look like somebody else's. It doesn't mean you need to sound like somebody else. It only means for you, ranking you on how you did, you are going to be better. because if you wait for if we're doing one video per week, how many months does it take before you hit 30 videos? Like, let's factor that out. Now, what if we condense time frames and we do this compound interest effect here? How much better will you be? You still are going to produce consistent videos, but you will be better. One of the things I'm going to do in the group is I'm going to be showing you and probably do a live stream within the group. And I'm going to take one of the videos that I record and I'm going to edit them so you can see me actually edit one of my own Vlogmas videos. So you see what that process looks like and how simple it is. I'm not using nothing special. The same video I did on some shortcuts on using Final Cut Pro, you can do that in anything. Cut the video, delete something. If you can use 3 fingers, you can edit your videos and you can use a mouse. I only use 3 fingers on this hand, and then I use this mouse. That's it. That's how I edit videos. 3 fingers. And it's not no wizardry. It's 3 fingers. That's it. I promise you. I use 3 fingers. Like, imagine that. I use 3 fingers and a mouse. I never have to go, unless I'm typing something. The right hand is always has the mouse in it. And I use 3 fingers over here. That's it. That's how I edit a video. Y'all can do this. Let's see here. Rocky saying, I stay awake till 2 a.m. in the night for your Q&A live stream on Friday. Wow. Freaking wow. Thank you. I'm glad that you see value in it to do that. Holy freaking cow. Rewatch them again and again and learn from them. Please keep it up for people like me. Respect from India. Well, I appreciate that, Rocky. I really, really do. I'm glad that they are helpful to you. And we will keep I'm not going to lie. I thought about canceling the Helpcast after so long. And it was just like, maybe we should do once a month or something. Or once every 2 weeks maybe, or whatever. But I'm like, you know what? It's a staple of the channel now. And so I just blocked it in the calendar every Friday from noon to 2 p.m. That means 2 hours, not 5. I'm talking to myself. So, Ken saying, my dad used to put it this way: anything worth doing well is worth doing poorly first. Absolutely. That's from a brilliant man, apparently, because one of the things I learned from my mentors was that whatever you're going to do eventually, you might as well do it now. So that's the thing. It's like, and the perception that waiting helps, it doesn't. And it's not to throw you in the fire or to do the fire, ready, aim type backwards method. To some extent, that could be an ignorance on fire kind of a deal, but that's not what's happening here. You all are very competent, educated entrepreneurs, very passionate people about what you're doing and the people that you want to help. You kind of already know. Here's the winning point. You're not just creating a channel about whatever. Most of y'all already have a business. You already have a nonprofit. So the 2 most important things of who are you serving and what do you have to offer them to serve them is already answered. So now we're just breaking that method down and sharing that with somebody. So, that's what that is. So let's take a look here. Dr. ELO, good to see you. Glad that you are here. India saying, I have LumaFusion to chop up and edit some videos on my iPad when I'm not trying to do a lot, though with Final Cut. I support that and I respect that. However, I can't do mobile. I can't. I'm a nerd that needs a desktop, or not a desktop really, but just a laptop. What do you call it? I need to touch the actual like the mouse. I don't want to use the trackpad per se. I'm okay with it, but I really like a keyboard. I really want, a legit keyboard. This keyboard was like $130 or something. And it'd be purchases like that give me pause. $1,000 on a camera, no problem, easy. $130 on a keyboard, I'm like, who your mama? Who your daddy? What maid service do you have coming today, along with that $30 price tag? But so it's like, for me, everybody values something different. So if that's your jam, because mobile is I respect that 100%. And for some people, you could find that works better for you than desktop. So I respect that a ton. And LumaFusion is amazing. I keep thinking to get it, but again, I'm like, I'm not going to use it, and I know this. I know it. Vladimir, good to see you saying, hey, Diana, hey, how do you see your channel in 1 year from now? Love that question. So thank you for that one. Interesting. 1 year from now, it would be 2021. What my vision is for the channel is I want to be in next level style content creation for entrepreneurs, meaning that even though the similar type of content around the video, not video equipment that you need, maybe at that point it's just what is it time to upgrade to this new thing or not, and how this is going to help. Here's what I envision for my community and the way things are transitioning and looking at trends and stuff like that. I'm looking at small, not small event per se, but self-hosted style event, and to really get more into the work that you do within your home office. Furthermore, really expanding and branching out and going deeper when it comes to video content marketing. So bringing on mentors and coaches like Ray Edwards to show how you use copywriting when it comes to the emails that you send out, so those get open. When it comes to the blog post, or not even if it's a blog post, but the sales pages that you write for the products and the services that you have, and how you're incorporating this whole full scope and just really becoming a full scale entrepreneur using videos and understanding how that works. That's what I'm looking at. So that it's not just here's a camera tutorial kind of a deal. It's really about let's go deeper into the video content marketing space for your business as you begin to expand that out. So it'll be different types of tools. So I'll probably get a Rodecaster Pro and ATEM Mini Pro and stuff like that, much to my chagrin, because it's not something I technically would use. But the more I'm working with clients and stuff like that, the more we have to use certain tools to do a certain job. And so, maybe it'll get more into video ad strategy content and things like that, but more or less the scaling. I think that's, unless 2021 throws us some kind of 2020 wrench like this year did. So, and you guys, at that point you have to adjust, but that's kind of the direction that I'm looking at as far as the content, because it's only so many tutorials or this camera or that light. Because I don't think even at this point, I don't think you really need to buy anything else unless it's small stuff, associated gear, which we'll talk about on Friday. But you pretty much have the stuff you need. I want to help you build a competent system around what you're doing and really scaling the video work. So I talk about amplifying your business and your brand using video. Is really going to get into amplification work. So this year we had to do a crunch in live streaming stuff, what gear to get. A lot of people bought the wrong stuff. Okay, replace that. The lights don't work. This is too bright. This is too dark. Not this microphone. So it's been a lot of that this year. Next year is really going to dive into amplification. That's what I'm looking at. We got thejamesbuzzardofficial.com. Don't know if that's his website. I don't think so. But good to see you, brother. Glad that you are here. Christian, good to see you. Glad that you're here. Saying, I see that Audio Technica. This is not actually. This is the Samson Q2U. So the 2005 USB by Audio Technica actually is different, which you wouldn't be able to see because the wind muff is on there. But this is the Samson Q2U actually. So I've had this one for, I think, going on 3 years or so now. But yeah, for sure. Tactile. Yes, tactile person. Thank you. That was the word that I'm looking for. Devin saying, OMG, why am I just seeing that you are live? I would have been here a long time ago. Saying, hey, it was impromptu. It was for sure impromptu. I had no intentions of being here this long. Or I just thought like 10-minute, 15-minute, real quick stream. Because saying quick doesn't work apparently. So I threw out there real quick. And apparently real quick still doesn't mean anything. So you'll see plenty on the replay. India saying, yes, my fiance Serena says the same thing about the things that give me pause. She be like, really? You spend all that money on X, but won't drop money on it. It makes sense. And I don't understand. I value things different. So here's how I calculate things in my brain. Books, cameras. How many books is that? You know, when I see, and I'm going to pick up some clothes, or I'm going to buy something or whatever, and it's like, those jeans cost how many books? How many books could I get? That's a whole other shelf. Or that jacket, it's like, that's a whole other shelf. Unless it's like leather or something that I don't mind. It's like some stuff is hard to, I'm like I went and looked at a Christmas tree, because apparently my Christmas tree that I had last year that I hid very well in the bokeh of the videos, it looks so sickly and thin. And I'm like, I'm not going out like that this year. Maybe because when I went to Lowe's and I saw a tree that was like $600 that was artificial, I said, that's the Sony A6100. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm like, that's a legit A6100. I'm not doing that. You're not getting that much money for a fake tree that I can't leave up 365. I mean, I could, but I just don't see value. I'm like, yeah, so no. Either it's books, cameras, or something. That's how I evaluate. So you say, can you please impart some knowledge for someone trying to get their lives together, struggling to do so? Tips on time management, how to get things done. Maybe when you're overwhelmed, don't create things that make you overwhelmed. That's one thing. When you say you are overwhelmed, for a lot of us, we know what's doing it. That's the crazy part. If we say, man, I'm just so overwhelmed. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Somebody has to be told no. And no is a blessing of a word to yourself and to the other people. Something I have a problem with, or had a problem with, was saying no. And in 2017, I got that revelation because I hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? Like physically hurt myself. Saying yes, financially hurt myself, financially hurt my savings, financially. I hurt a lot of things trying to do what felt good and what I thought was right by saying yes, when sometimes we need to let people hit the brick wall, see that their face is bleeding, so that they understand to stop doing that. You will pull a muscle out your arm, holding somebody back that wants to run into the wall because you want to save them. I don't do that anymore. I let people hit the wall. And then when they are healing from the scars, like, what other options do you have for me to get around this? And then we can talk about it because they're open to it now. Whereas before, they would have yanked you off and been like, let me go. So, and that could be in a lot of things. So that's one thing. Tell people that you love no, and you're still loving them by doing so. The other thing is telling yourself no. If it comes to time management, you know where your time is going. And if you don't know where your time is going, you need to get a revelation on that. Where is your time going? Who are you giving to, or what are you giving it to? I just recently canceled my Netflix subscription. There are so many things that I would like to watch, but right now I'm in a space where this time of the year, typically I started in October, and I was just super busy in October, so it kind of didn't matter anyway. But I go into a season where for a couple months I do a digital fast where I unplug my TV, and it might be 6 months or some. At times it has gotten pretty long. I don't plug that TV back up. I'm reading, I'm journaling, I'm thinking, I'm spending time with my family, but I'm not wasting time stuck in a device. And that stuff I enjoy. I love watching anime. It's my one of my favorite pastimes is just to chill out. When I do want to watch TV. And it's like, now I'm in the cancel subscription phase. So I'm glad I didn't get Disney Plus. I'll catch The Mandalorian later. It's not important right now. I just decided, I got the title for the book that I want to write next year. I can't write a book if I'm watching TV. I mean, you can, I guess. But for me, how do you operate best? How do you learn best? Give yourself fuel for how you do things best, and take away the detractors for the things of how you do things worse. If you're spending too many times with friends, cut off, period. Some of my friends know, and sometimes you have to teach people how to treat you and, how to value your time. I can't be on the phone like that. So now I'm in a season where kind of can't be on the phone like that no more. I got other stuff to do, and I also need to go to sleep. Am I going to miss talking sometime or whatever? Yeah, but I mean, my circle ain't that huge, so it's not like I got to call 50 people. But it's just like, yeah, I'm going to bed early. And it's just like, okay. So that's the thing. So if you're having time management issues, you know where that time is going. Stop it and give that time, like tell your time what you're going to do with it. Not with, like, there's no skill, there's no journal, there's no calendar system that just because it works for somebody else, it might work for you. You really have to get disciplined. And that's the hardest thing. We really don't want to tell ourselves no. And sometimes you have to, and you're doing it to yourself in love to get to a place that you really want. I'm super excited about writing this book. For next year, I'm super excited about launching this course, probably next year, or beginning of the year or whatever. I told my friends that are close to me so I can have accountability on that. I wrote out the titles and stuff like that. And now it's go time. I remove my own excuses. Netflix is canceled. Not getting Disney Plus because I don't got time for it. I would love to sit and watch The Mandalorian, but I don't have time for it. So if you are finding that your time is not right, you got to dictate where your time goes. Also, get a good planner. Digital stuff is good. Try paper. Make yourself write and fill in the blanks for the stuff. Try that. Also, last thing, push yourself. Sometimes we want to remain in comfort and also succeed, and those two often don't go together. So comfort and success, I've never found in any of my mentors where that was something. It's a lot of pushing yourself. So I've been going hard. I've done a couple accidental overnighters. This PDF video creator kit, VLOGMAS creator kit, was done between 1 and 3 a.m. because I got on fire about it, and I'm like, I'm not going to bed until this is done. I got clarity now. I can sleep in, or even if I had to go to work, like if I worked a job. Yeah, I've gone to work tired before. Some of you probably been to the club before. So you know where your time is going. Just see where it's at. Marlon saying, hey, Diana, you literally taught me how to use my N50, so I almost feel obligated to participate in Vlogmas. Do you feel that you could transition into something else? Do you mean camera wise, or do you mean like content wise? I think content wise, I think I'm home when it comes to Video Simplified. That's the core promise here. So especially for content creating entrepreneurs, Video Simplified is the home. Like, that's the thing. So like I said, clarity is layers. It may be other layers. So as I build out a team, as I get into other things, if we, hell, I don't know, one day have an event or something, who knows? If it gets to that point, it's always going to be the root is going to be Video Simplified. At that point last year, once I hit that nail, and that was from helping a lot of entrepreneurs at the event, it was crazy because I got a VIP ticket by Ray to come. I drove to Franklin, Tennessee, and I don't even understand what happened that weekend. That week, it was insane. And when that Monday came, because Sunday was the last day for the event. Monday was a VIP tickets event thing only. He had me come up and speak and share my story and stuff like that. I was not prepared for that. He told me 5 minutes before he went up front that was about to happen. And I'm like, okay. I am super introverted. Y'all just don't know. I can't be, I have to be consciously aware of how much I'm around other people, because it's the ticker and the timer has started, but it's something I had to work at. And so he's like, yeah, we're going to start the event in just a minute. Let me tell you about Diana. And he's like, come on up, Diana. I thought he was saying like stand at the table, like my table over here. And like somebody passed me. He's like, no, come on up. And I'm just like, Father in heaven, if you see your pitiful child, walk, like, help me, Lord. And I'm like, you know what? Extremely uncomfortable, and I'm ready. Let's get it. That's how I usually approach stuff. Extremely uncomfortable, and yet I'm ready to attack it and move forward with it. So I don't think content's going to change. It may go deeper, but Video Simplified is still going to be the message. Queen, you're saying the trackpad on your 2019 Mac is starting to annoy you. So it's so sensitive, probably just operator error. So I never touched the actual Mac here. I'm just, yeah, tactile, as Beers and Banjos say. Saying get one of those new M1 MacBooks is what, I'm telling you, I'm ready to sell it all and go for the M1. It looks so good. Ken saying just signed up. That's what I am talking about. Saying looks like you're a fellow Kajabi user. I'm like, oh yes, I love Kajabi. It is like if you are somebody that is trying to get into, like, goodness. So I've been with Kajabi since 2018. I was using WordPress. I had taught myself to build the website stuff myself. Eventually hired somebody. I didn't like what they did. Went in and redid some stuff a lot, completely. And then it's like you get the email list and you got the website separate. And then you want to do something like I did 15 minutes before I started the live and link, like create a thing. Here's a link to the group. Here's a link to the, all within one thing versus 5 different tools. And it was like, I think almost double the price for everything of what the different services and tools cost. And so I was like, all-in-one bundle for Kajabi. Once I launch the course, all of that will be in there as well. Community stuff, it can be managed in there as well. I'm like, yes, please take my money now. Kajabi, and that's another thing. So again, when it comes to like going deeper, amplification part of the video, simplified, Kajabi. It is the way. If y'all want to check that out, for real, and I guess again we have the group, so if y'all want to check that out, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat, and you go to dyna.link/Kajabi. That's KA. Let me just put my own thing up here. This Kajabi. So you can manage your website. I take on my client payments through there. It's amazing. So let's see here. Let me scroll back up because apparently I got behind. Saying hermit mode. Saying, yep, I got rid of cable and anything else I don't need. I've never purchased cable and I've never stolen cable either, but I have some stories of friends that have. But yeah, I've never bought, I was always a cord cutter. So before the Amazon Fire Sticks were a thing in America, before they ever were created, China had them and they were called Android TV sticks. So I got it from China for $50. It took a month to get here and it's been it was the best thing. Then Google Chromecast came out, then the Fire Stick came out, and now there's a whole thing around it. But I was a cord cutter all along. India saying set boundaries. Yes, you have to. You got to teach people how to treat you. Saying, yep, put in work mode. Yeah, for sure. Rocky saying you are very inspiring. The way you talk, your ideas and attitude are like therapy. Is there a chance you will start a motivation series? No, I don't think so. I think the most you're going to get is probably out these live streams, or if you hear me talk live or something like that, at an event maybe, then probably through that. But I really believe sometimes we rely too much on external motivation, and I missed that this year. That's a real thing, and I missed that this year. I really, really, really wanted to go to an event like Grow with Video Live or Raise Copywriting Academy or something, and like really get shoulder to shoulder with people. And that didn't happen this year, and it may not happen next year. Who knows? But it definitely not on the scale of what things were. And there is a level of that, but I really care about that internal scale and measurement going up for people on the inside, because you have to know what fuels you. Because if you're constantly waiting for somebody else to push your buttons, you're not in control. That's why I don't even like that phrase. Oh man, they push my button. No, you flick that switch and you let them like, here, push it. I dare you. You know, no, because sometimes it's like, hey, back up. You don't get access to that. You don't get access to that switch, you know? And so I don't think I'll do any motivation or anything like that, but I'm glad that you get value out of what you do get here. Super sticker from Dr. ELO. Thank you so much, saying a pair character dance, lifting some weights, saying keep it up. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Saying thanks for sharing all of your knowledge. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Mo saying, let me know if you need help with your self-publishing. I have 2 books and a couple resources for sure. Mo, we will definitely have to connect and link up. Let's see here. Let me catch up. So I was watching you earlier. India. Okay. Saying awesome green screen. Yeah, India she had a dope background. Rocky saying, what top people, things, or scenario from your life would you credit to being the kind person or inspiration that you are? Oh, go. Let us have a truth moment. I am not a very nice person, and I haven't always been a very nice person. And I say that because we all have like points where we get upset. And it's not like you're getting some facade, and then if you meet me in person, it's like some whole other thing. It is a progressive process to becoming who you really are. And I think early on in my 19s and 20s and stuff like that, by the time I got 22, I started to get on the path to becoming who I wanted to be today. And even today, I'm looking at who am I at 50 years old. And so, but early on, teenager me, like I was just reading my journal. I can't remember where I was sharing this. I think it was on Instagram. I found my journal from when I was 16, and I was cursing, and I was so upset, and I was mad because my brother broke my computer. I was depressed. I was lonely because my parents were trying to shelter me, and I couldn't do anything. I was really upset. So I've grown, and I read some of the pages in the journal, skip ahead to a couple years, skip ahead to another couple years. That journal was from when I was 16 through 19. Like my first years in college, talking about my old boyfriend and all this stuff. And it wasn't always cute and it wasn't great, but I can say the thing that helped the most was the listening in small moments when my daddy told me in high school that you're being super negative. Everything is negative. And I'm like, no, daddy, I'm just keeping it real. And he's like, no, you're being very negative. There's a different perspective to have. And I never forgot that. Because I was in my feelings that day. I'm like, he don't know what he's talking about. And then I pondered on that. Then it was another time. By the time I got to get ready to apply for college, and I'm like, man, nobody's helping me with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even think I'm gonna get in. I think not SAT scores, I think my ACT scores are too low. Man, I must be stupid. Or I think I've gotten dumb from elementary school till now. And I remember my friend Carla sitting in the office with me. She was an alumni of the school. She said, no, she's like, you write music. You can listen to a song, create it, and then have the band play it. She's like, you have skills that you're self-taught or whatever. And I remember her just sitting to me in the counselor's office, speaking life into me. Small micro moments of things along the time. Fast forward, 20 years old, my aunt, and I'm telling her, man, I suck at math. I don't know this. I'm getting ready to start in school. At that point, start over in school because I failed. And I'm like, man, I suck. I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. I'm not smart enough. She was like, I don't ever want to hear that come out your mouth again. She was like, you love to read? I got some books for you. I still got them books on my shelves. I cherish them like nothing else. And I love my aunt immensely. And she'll forever just be an incredible inspiration to me. Seriously. And she gave me books. And she would check in, what chapter you on? And I'm like, I'm on chapter 3. Why you reading so slow? And she like, what'd you learn? And then she took me to her manager's meeting, and she gave all of them a book, and they sat and had a discussion. They're leading businesses, and they're talking about books. And she's like, what do you think, Diana? You read the book. And I'm like, I didn't like talking in front of people. She would make me go to the store, go talk to that representative and tell them whatever. And she'd stand back and just watch. She helped me grow. She helped me learn to get out of my fear of talking to people in public. Little micro things. So all these little people, these little moments, even a nurse from middle school talking to me about, again, when I was depressed and I was sad. And I'm like, man, it's like, man, I just like stuff at home is like this. And I'm getting teased in school. And I'm like, man, it sucks. Now I hate this. And she's like, well, what do you think about this? And it just like talked to me. It's really little things that have carried me along the years, or you're listening to somebody talk, like Sean. I remember the thing that really hit with me, why he became somebody I wanted to listen to more, wasn't just like the camera stuff. It was because he said his wife, Sonia, dealt with gastroparesis. And I started to research that because I had just found out I had endometriosis. And he talked about how he almost lost her. And he started reading Crush It on the side of her bed. And he's like, man, I got to make a change for my family. Like, I got to do this. This got to happen. Ray became somebody important to me because he was like, you know what? I'm challenged with Parkinson's disease. It's a degenerative disease. And I'm out here. He didn't say that, but I'm saying it for him. He didn't word it that way. And he goes. And he was creating videos. And he was doing vlogs. And he was like, you know, got to take this medicine, or you notice my face, you know, it's not, you know, having this problem. And just his transparent. And I'm like, I would get home from work and I'm like, I'm making a video because Ray did today. So but I wasn't like positive. It's been work to break those chains around yourself that you create, that you adopt, and belief systems that you have from your family and your parents. Or if I said statements like money doesn't grow on, all of y'all could probably fill in the blank. If I said other similar statements, you all could fill in the blank. And none of us lived in the house together, but it's some progressive thought process of people believe a certain thing, and those people live like this. And people that believe something else live up here. And, you know, it's always another level. And I'm like, you know what? I am not going to take advice from anybody whose life I wouldn't exchange places with. That's when stuff started to change. So when people would say, you need to watch your mouth, you're being negative, or don't say that about yourself, I listen. So, you know, it's not that I've, you know, I'm just trying to be the honest, truest, best version of myself, and honestly who God created me to be completely honest. Doc Rock, the man, the myth, the mystery, saying, did you get hot chicken sandwich? No, I didn't. I had some Qdoba, but that was earlier, and now I'm hungry. But a chicken sandwich sounds good to me. Indian this year, I refuse to dig down into the soul of my hoodness and find yurt or whatever. It just don't work. It don't work. I would have to get amped up to say, like, I just can't. I can't. Be Love INC and saying, what did I miss? How do you do Vlogmas? All right, so let's touch back with this. Good to see you. Glad that you're here. Man, y'all came out for tonight, huh? I'm glad to see some of y'all tonight, especially before Thanksgiving. So this is dope. So what is Vlogmas? Well, Vlogmas is an event where you vlog every day until Christmas. However, we're doing the whole month. Doc Rock is the inspiration for that. So if you see Doc Rock in the chat as he is in there, throw him some love. Because like I knew I wanted to do Vlogmas. I knew what I was looking forward to. But that his live stream that he did with India this week really helped to, like, I'm like, you know what? The whole community needs to be doing this. The whole community needs to be doing this. And here's the thing. Vlogging does not mean showing you making pancakes. You know, here's this and that or whatever, or, you know, trying to do all these dynamic things. I'm specifically talking about documentation style vlogging, meaning much of the same kind of videos that you've seen me make, or a talk, or I'm sitting down conveying my thoughts around something in a short segment, 3, 5, 7 minutes. That's it. Excuse me. So to make that easy, what I've done is created a Vlogmas creator kit where if you download, you go to diana.link/vlog kit if you want to pick this up. And so it goes through what is Vlogmas, why I'm suggesting that you participate in this, in addition to some ideas around a framework. Like if you're trying to get into a framework, no matter what kinds of videos that you're making, how do you record them? Some encouragement here. And then this is where it really starts to get interesting for me. It's like the video goal tracker. So if you're somebody that is goal oriented and you need to say I checked off and I did it, you have that. Now you can do videos per day as something different, or you can have videos to where it's kind of like a series, or for the week, you're kind of covering different topics. So these little orange blocks is just to give you some additional ideas. So you got the goal tracker, and then you also have some topic ideas. So again, so for example, this one here, how to get started in X. So if I'm doing real estate and I say how to get started in real estate, that could be the thing. But you have 15 things that I thought through what are some titles, topics, and ideas that are universal, no matter what you're doing. I went through and I gave you 15 of those. So you don't have to use them. It's just to kind of either help give you more ideas, or you can snatch it directly and go straight for it. There's nothing wrong with either method. So y'all saw me do, because y'all asked, a day in the life of fill in the blank, content creating entrepreneur, right? So I can say a day in the life of an aunt with 26 nieces and nephews. So is it 26 or is it 16? I forget. It's more than that, because my one brother by himself got, how many kids is it now? Wait, no, it's okay. 16. I don't know where 26 came from. It ain't that many. It can't be. It's 16. Yeah, I think it's 16. It's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of us. So I can say a day in the life of a homeschool mom, day in the life of an accountant, day in the life of a stay-at-home mom, whatever. So meet the team behind TubeBuddy. Meet the team behind Fresh Hope Apparel. So whatever it is, why X is better than this. If I had a pastry channel, it'd be why white chocolate is better than all other chocolates known to man that ever existed, period. No, just kidding. But that's that. And then you have a fill in the blank, or fillable rather, as well as a printable one. So again, every week, so it's easy for you. I wanted to take as much heavy lifting off as possible. So if you are, again, into real estate, because that's just top of mind right now, you can say, how to know if your roof is bad. That could be the thing, how to know, and you can fill it in. And that vlog for that day could be where all I'm doing is going to a house that's for sale, and I'm standing in front of it, and I pull out my phone, and it's facing me, and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to show you how to know if a roof is bad if you're looking for a house. Maybe I'm into real estate. And so that's the first part of the clip. And it's like there are 3 key signs, or there's one big thing that I instantly know when I see a house from the yard, the roof is messed up. And I want to show you that so you know what to look for. Then you stop the video, turn the camera and point it at the bad roof, and say, you see how X is doing that? That right there is exactly how you know that roof is terrible. That may be that clip. Now you point the camera back at yourself and you say, I've had clients where they didn't know that the roof was bad simply because they didn't know how to identify were the shingles wet or were they old, or are those shingles going to last? The best shingles you can get if you do have a house and you need to replace the shingles is these kind. They're this price at Lowe's or at your local hardware store or whatever. And they are really, really good and they last a long time. So I just wanted to hop on and show you guys a great way to know if you are getting a house with a good roof or a bad roof. I'll see y'all on the next Vlogmas video or the next video. Take care. That's the video. That's a vlog. So documentation style vlogging. Over the course of the kind of work that you do, that should be very easy for you, for whatever kind of content that you are creating. So once you have your video topic ideas, this is my favorite personally in this whole creator kit is this right here. So if you are somebody that is like me and you need to write that out while you have that idea, I could say the main point is look for a roof that looks dark. And I could put super dark roofs are bad or whatever the main point is. Or the main point could honestly be, if I'm not being jokey, which could be avoid buying bad roofs by not knowing what to look for. That could be the main point of that video example that I just gave. And so that's it. Like, if you want to say the opener, I can say that thing I said before about the one primary reason, the one key thing, or the one thing I can see from the street that instantly lets you know. If I have a plan for the next video, it could be if maybe I'm going to look at that house myself. And let's say the next video is the next part of the work that I'm doing, which is me actually unlocking the door and going to do a whatever. Maybe it's like water spots in the ceiling or something, or a damaged ceiling in a certain kind of way. I'm not really familiar with that niche. But if the next video is that, then I can kind of talk about that at the end of that one. Like, so that's the tip about how you'll know if your roof is bad from the outside. In the next video, or in tomorrow's video, I'm going to be showing you like what to look for on the inside of a house. And it's just like really small things to know. And that's it. Keep it very, very simple. So that's what the kit is, so that you have that. And there is a Facebook group that you can join that's for free for the EntreWoman TV Community. And so if you go over to this link here, dinah.link/vlog kit, then you'll have access to that. I'll be going live in the group as well, maybe some dedicated videos and stuff showing you how I edit one of mine. And then just hopping in there again, so you guys have some help if something happens or whatever. But this is where you go to get the creator kit, and then you click on the link to join the group. So yeah, Doc saying just got back from the wood shop. Awesome. Glad you got some work done. You can't blame it on me because we're streaming after the fact. Saying peace be unto Diana, everyone, and to you as well. Let's see here. All right, cool. Let me catch up. Man, my bad. I apologize. Saying, what about Punjab? It's Kajabi. Saying, what financial advice would you like to give people of 25 to 30? Figure out where your finances are. At 25 to 30, you've done some stuff, whether you realize it or not, and it's impacting you or impacted you. Student loans is one that's easy to start with. The first thing I would say, we're coming up, if you haven't checked your credit report already, and I'm not talking about that free credit report or all those different, all the jingle stuff. No, the government themselves gives you, and I'm sure other governments do as well. But here in the US, they give you the ability to check all of your credit reports once free per year. Hack of the century, if you are not into doing this, is, I can't think of what the website is called right now, but the thing is, when you go and you look at your credit report for free, you will know some stuff that's on there that's not what it should be. And you'll also see some other things that are there that's yours, legit. So annualcreditreport.com. This is the legit one. This is the only one that is like legit. This is the one that's, again, authorized by federal law. And this ain't just some text. I use this one all the time. So it'll let you check into, and this is, again, American based. So TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You'll go from one thing to the next. Dispute something. And the reason why I'm telling you to do that is because a couple things happen. And all of this stuff you can find from the best accountants, the best tax books, the best accountants. So obviously it's not advice. Disclaimer being it's for entertainment purposes. So proceed with somebody that actually is a professional in the space. But I'm telling you to dispute something. And again, reach out to somebody that's an accountant or whatever, because when you dispute something, something happens where these actual companies, these creditors, they have 30 days to prove that you do or do not own the debt. In that time, it has to come off your credit report, and they have to go through the work of proving you actually own the debt. A lot of debt gets sold at times, and to the point to where they've lost the paperwork. Furthermore, you don't really have an agreement with a third party entity. You have it with that initial party entity. So you can't sell a contract that I made with you per se. You know what I'm saying? Especially without my knowledge and obligation to reaffirm that connection with that person that I was doing business with or company. To that point, if they can't prove it, it comes off your credit report. If it does come back or whatever, now you have updated information of how you need to proceed about addressing with that. Some other things when it comes to that is understanding where you are financially, understanding what debt that you currently have, and actually getting some help around it. If you don't know how to read a credit report or what you're looking at, educate yourself. And that's the biggest thing. You're in the 25 to 30 range, start educating yourself about the stuff that's going on in your life, as far as credit cards, as far as, the uses that you're using. Yes, like learn some stuff about it. So mostly it's going to be about getting familiar with your current status financially. Where are you at? How much debt do you have? And not to let that dissuade you or it just really get to a point. You are comfortable looking at your own financials. You're comfortable with knowing what you have. It shouldn't be a surprise to you. So that's what I would say. Queen said, I was so ready to go to Grow With Video Live. So disappointed that it did not happen. Yeah, it was a bummer. It was definitely a bummer. So let's see here. Tammy saying, hi, Diana, just getting here. Good to see you. Glad that you are here. Saying, I thought she was firing the backhand at me. Doc always on the defense, ready to punch somebody. Yeah, but see, I'm trying to see who I'm going to be at 50. Some down too late that ship sail. You know what? 50 is a good age. 50 is a great age. And I learned that because 30 is a fantastic age. So it's going to have to be. Saying, what's good, Diana? Good to see you. So I was just listening to your podcast interview on the Hive. Great stuff. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed that particular interview. It's so dope and it's very rich. If I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. Dennis Poulette saying, let's go look into your December vlogs, as am I. I'm super pumped and excited. Good to see you. Dr. D, glad that you are here. Rocky saying, what beliefs you hold that keeps you going and improve, that you would like to share with all of us to help us? What beliefs do I have about myself that kind of keep me going, or belief systems rather? I think the biggest thing is I learned what was most important to me. I used to be somebody that, for my parents, I was very much so on honoring my mother and father, not getting in trouble, doing the right thing and stuff like that. That is a disciplinary style, almost fear-based at times, because we definitely got some whoopings. Almost the fear-based, and not to say like my parents were abusive or something, but it's more like, because I don't want to get in trouble, I'm doing these good things. Whereas I don't want that to be the motivation. I want it to be because I want to do the right thing. I'm not doing these other things. And the right thing meaning what I believe that is right. And it's not just like, again, creating a fallacy, or it's like, oh, I'm okay with this thing. It's like, you know what? Let's all go rob a bank because I think it's okay if we have more money that we didn't earn or whatever. It's just like, right is actually right in this case. And so just understanding, like, I don't want to believe, I don't want to do anything. I think this was probably like 19 or so. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to believe anything. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to be a certain kind of way because I grew up doing it, or because I was afraid I was going to get in trouble as a kid. I want to do something because I truly believe it for myself. And so when it came to my spiritual walk, I don't believe in God because my parents did or because of how I grew up. Is because I researched my own self and I'm looking into what I believe is the truth. And I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, what's speaking to me, right? And it's just like, because if that was the case, I'm just following whatever they say do. And that's not, they ain't always right, when it comes to stuff. So, I wanted to see, like, what do I actually believe? When it comes to friendship, who do I actually want to be friends with and have and be in community with? So, when it comes to like what beliefs about myself or whatever, I don't really know how to answer that, I guess. For real. Or I guess, it's kind of hard. It's kind of a weird and hard question, I think, to answer. What keeps me going? Like I'm extremely driven about living a life that's on purpose. That's not just by default. I want to make sure when I take my last breath, whether it's when I'm older or if it happens unexpectedly, I feel good about the life that I've lived and that it was on purpose. And I wasn't just aimlessly wandering, waiting one day to, eventually live life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that got me. And you see and hear about a lot of, I don't know, people's experiences and they live a life of regret. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live like that. And that became like, eventually one day talk died when, again, my wake up call for me, and I hope this never happens to anybody, was my own, and my own face-to-face reality with life or death, right? And so when I got sick, and I got super sick, and I got worse, and then I had emergency surgery, and then they told me I almost died, and here are all the reasons and the ways that we could have lost you, and here's all the stuff. A job stopped mattering. A coworker with an attitude stopped mattering. A sibling that would make me frustrated about something stopped mattering so much. And the thing I realized that was most important to me was living on purpose, because I saw that very thin line of, in one moment I could be here and in the next I couldn't. And that was very real for me. And so at that point, it's like, I don't want to work at this damn bank no more. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I mean, you got to do it to a certain extent, but I'm like, no. Like, no. Yeah, no, this is not the way. This is not, when I take my life, this is not what I want. I don't want to be just a good coworker. I don't want to be a good aunt that made great peach cobbler and spent money on pizza on the weekends with the kids. I'm like, those are great things. Nothing wrong with that. That's not my purpose for work. Only thing I think about is living on purpose, period. Me being afraid of speaking to people, me being afraid of doing anything. Like, how does that compete with what I'm purposed to do? And because I uncovered what my purpose in life is and what that's all about, nothing else almost matters. Like, no fear, no discouragement. If somebody say, you suck, Diana, I hate that stupid hat on your head, I don't care. Whatever. Had a hard time this year with my best friend. And like, all the race stuff became a problem for me. All of the hatred stuff became a problem. Like, I hated that. I hated it. And I hated that I was having such a hard time with it. Just like all the stuff, it bothered me so bad, and that impacted our friendship. And so I'm like, well, crap. I'm like, I learned something bad about myself that, like, not that I was racist, but it's just like, I don't deal with this so well. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I want people to love one another. I want to love people. I won't like, why can't we be good and kind to one another? And so, it's like we all uncover those demons that we have, or those things that are not so great about us. And now we got to work through it. And that's not easy. And so working through that stuff with my friend, and it's just like, we still working through some stuff, and I love her dearly. And I value that friendship. And, it just, like, I don't know, like I said, running into that whole thing about almost dying was just like, it was severely, put that in the dictionary, severely and seriously life-changing for me, unlike anything else ever was. I value everything so much differently now. I don't care what nobody on no YouTube comment says that's negative, or somebody hop in the chat and they going nuts. I don't care. They're not important. They are not important. To the grand scheme of things. I just want to live on purpose. I want to take my last breath knowing that I cared about all the ones before, and I enjoyed life, because it's my second opportunity. It's my second chance. I'm on second chance right now. And so if I don't get another one, I'm okay with that because I'm happy with everything I've been doing since that day. The days before then, not so much, but they led to these days and me valuing that. So that's what I would say. And I think everybody's stuff is different, but that's just mine. You know, so Wayne, good to see you, saying hi, Diana, or hi, great show, Diana. Appreciate that, brother. Glad that you're here. Some wait a minute, you're almost 50. Black don't crack. Not me. No, that might be Doc. Doc look good for his age. I guess he's over 50. He's so, according to what he said. But no, I'm not 50. Or even close. I'm 32. So Doc saying I got slapped for saying money was paper. So yeah, it grows on trees. Yeah, you know. Saying mama didn't like I got backhanded. And I think that's why my bottom lip is so big. I got backhanded so many times growing up. It's not even funny. And I would be so in my mind thinking like, mama, I just think maybe we should have this. And here's why. And a bow. Maybe I shouldn't have said nothing. You know? Or be like, mama, I really don't understand why. Bow. I don't need to understand, apparently. Shoot. I'm telling you, I swear, I think my lip got swole and it never went down. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I got backhanded so many times. My mom was legit saying you're live on Facebook. I switched to YouTube and you're live here. Sheesh. You know, it's been a lot of work today. I've been, the third time's the charm, I guess. B-Love INC, all the hearts, appreciate that. Kathy Hess saying, I'm surprised to see you go live, but happy to. Happy Thanksgiving, as to you as well. Kathy saying, I hope you have lots of white chocolate goodies waiting for you. Know what? I don't know if I'll get white chocolate tomorrow, and it's so sad. No, I think I'm just going to spend tomorrow with my mom and daddy. So I'm looking forward to that, and whatever she cook, because she ain't asked me to cook nothing this year, and I wasn't volunteering. So I'm going the easy route. I don't got to cook no peach cobbler. I don't got to cook no macaroni and cheese or sweet potatoes. I don't have to cook no cornbread. I don't have to cook nothing. Just go over there, have a good time, take my plate, and come back. That is all right in my book. So whatever dessert she made, or I'm sure she probably did a cake or something, I'm all for it. Saying, sorry about my lack of knowledge for American YouTubers. Can you please share who Ray is? Okay, Ray Edwards. It's his YouTube channel. I'll drop this in the chat real quick. And I'm sorry if I'm behind on the chat, y'all. I will make it. Oops. Didn't mean to move over there. All right, now we're good. This should be locked. It's not. Now it is. All right, we're good to go. So this is Ray Edwards. He does copywriting. So I'll drop that in the chat. And yeah, so you have that. Let's see here. Let me go. I'm trying to catch up. I'm sorry, y'all. As soon as you drop a link in, it shoots you down to the bottom. So I'm trying to catch up. Woo! All right. We out here in these streets. Where are we at? Oh. Okay. Saying, I'm actually a realtor. Oh, okay. Then you're getting all the good examples, huh, Queen? Good to say. All right. So 31 days of white chocolate. If I had a factory, if I was Willy Wonka, I would be out in those chocolate creating streets. Here's how you create white chocolate. Well, I don't think that'd be good. But here's how you create chocolate covered strawberries with white chocolate the right way. No, those are okay chocolate though. It's like, here's how you make. So I would be all into it. Man, listen, that's probably my next business. When y'all see me create a second channel, it's called the White Chocolate Factory. Hey, just know I'm going in. Saying stop the video and climb on the roof. There you go. Stop the video. Hop on the roof. Don't fall. And definitely don't try to sue me for telling you to do that. That was actually India. So you can go back to indiadelgado.com. No, I'm just kidding. Said Diana is going to kick me out, but I couldn't resist. You know what? You're all right in my book, India. You don't say anything like dark chocolate. Like, see, I was just finna say the name. Praising dark. I'm glad you know. If I ever do a live event, self-host a live event, just know when you walk into the event, there's going to be a huge banner that says, welcome to the whitechocolateindustries.com. You know? She ruthless. Ruthless or ruthless? Saying all good. Hope you're well. Doing very good. Very good. Again, Mo dropping that in the chat there so y'all can get the creator kit. So appreciate that. All right, so let me catch up. Saying, can Boyd's join? Boys, yeah, anybody can join the group. There's no limitations there. Annualcreditreport.com. Yes, that's where you can go. That was talking about to check your credit reports and stuff. Doc putting Indian time out. All right. LJA Ministries, good to see you. Lemon Drops. All right. That's what you need to call your Vlogmas series. Lemon Drops, the gems. Saying just don't X out of the site until you get all 3 reports. That is true. Don't leave keep going from one report to the other. The other thing about creating a dispute on annualcreditreport.com is that when you create a dispute, you get a way to sign back in. Here's the big pro tip. You can go back in 6 months later. You're only supposed to check it once a year, but because you have filed a dispute on something, you can go back in even 6 months, so you can keep going back in to check stuff. And just by simply having that dispute login information, because if something else happens, then we don't have to pay for it. So, hack for you there. All right. Let me catch back up. I was like, honor thy belt. Saying definite external and fear-based. Yeah. That's the thing with a lot of fears and frustrations and stuff. It's not even really yours. It's something that you got from years ago or something that you learned from other people and you've been holding on to it. That's why I shaved my head February 2019. Because the belief that it wouldn't be an acceptable look for where I work and the kind of work that I was doing for whatever reason, because I was afraid. But that was back from 2006 on back. 2016 actually on back. And then when the young lady who I had complimented on her hair, I was like, man, your natural hair is so beautiful. I want to go natural. I've been wanting dreads for forever. And she's like, well, why don't you? What's stopping you? Just her saying that made me reevaluate in that morning. It was that morning. The old beliefs that I had, I no longer had because I had grown and I developed and I was more confident in myself to not be concerned with what other people thought about me, even in a corporate setting. And if that's what I wanted for a hair choice, it's hair. When I say that Friday evening, which was February 1st, I went to the shop because one of my high school mates had a shop, and I said, hey, hit her up on Facebook. Who can do my hair today? I'm trying to do, as it's called, the big chop. She's like, what? You've always had long hair. Not after today. And I went that night and I did it because those fears didn't exist. And that simple asking the question, what's stopping you, makes you reevaluate. Do these same fears actually exist? Or am I just repeating what I've always believed, not even really checking to see, do I actually believe that anymore? So yeah, saying annual credit reports giving you all 3 for free every week until April 2021. That's dope. Appreciate you sharing that. LJ saying, I came for the word, harvesting some nuggets to turn them into limb drops. So see, that's what it is. You in here snipping and snatching the goodness. That's all good. See, indeed, I'm so driven by nature. I have to thank my parents and my ADHD. Absolutely. You got to go with how you go. Like for me, it's like especially like doing videos and YouTube and stuff, it's like, man, I'm super introverted. I don't want to be around a whole lot of people most of the time. Or if I do, it's limited. And then I'm like, I'm out of here. But I'm like, what do I have to be afraid of? What's there to be afraid? And even the times that I've worked at talking to people in public, I don't have a fear of talking to strangers anymore. And I don't mean like weirdo strangers, but like people I don't know or people I'm just meeting in person. I've worked over that since I for real started that it's before 2009 when my aunt started working with me. So, saying good book is Infinite. The Infinite Possibilities. Definitely got to check that out for real. Saying the belt and the Bible. That's my mom's go-to for sure. She say, stop being ugly. Jiggers don't like ugly. Oh, goodness. Saying, what are your thoughts on the American presidential results this year? Congratulations on successful elections during COVID to all Americans. I think all of these last couple presidential elections has revealed America to herself in all of her ugly glory. And it's revealed a lot of things that I think just stayed present, but pretty much kind of like under the sheet. And I think that was important from whether policies wise. There are a lot of things American policies wise I don't agree with, just because I think things should be a certain and a different kind of way. And I kind of think our society has gotten into a place where nobody kind of want to be told no, or something's wrong, or something's right. And so we just change all the rules. We're going to make the exit ramp the entrance ramp. And if you want to, it's just like, no, we need, So for me, my thoughts on the presidential election, I'm glad we were able to get through it. And I think we still are kind of getting through it. But I think as far as the results, I really didn't. I mean, it's not that I don't care who's president. Honestly, I do. But at the same time, I don't have any political candidates that I am like, oh man, let me go in the middle of the street and I don't love either of them or any of the anybody's. Like, I don't love them. My biggest prayer for whoever the national leader is that they are able to communicate and cooperate with people to get the work that needs to be done and the healing that needs to be done in the country. And I would love if both of our political parties, the primary political parties, I would love if the primary issues can, let's keep the main thing. And sometimes I think we get too people driven versus the policies driven. I think we all want safe, clean drinking water. How we approach safe, clean drinking water, for example, I think one will say, well, we need to pull all the pipes and do that so we don't have rust. And the other one would say, let's bring in bottled water and give water to the people instead of doing that. Both require work. I would love to see more balance and a holistic approach of maybe let's give some bottled water, or let's pull some of the pipes, because at some point I think both will be needed. So it's just really about the approach. I mean, we don't know nothing about who's going to do what until they actually get to doing work. And so that's what I want to see. I check the papers. I don't care nothing about how well you talk or how well you don't. I don't care nothing about who like you and who don't. And some people are hateful and some people act like they ain't hateful and they might be. These are personalities. So it's almost still like trying to judge celebrities. And so that's the hard thing. But I'm praying for whoever is in leadership. I'm praying that we can all work together, deal with our issues as a country and as a nation. And I think that the best way to approach that is let's keep the main thing, because we got a lot of stupid stuff to clean up. And in our communities, I focus a lot on local government and stuff. So the presidential is important, but the local elections are super important. So I'm looking at Missouri stuff. We got a lot of work to do. So that's my thoughts on that. I think we need work. We need boots on the ground work. I want to hear what nobody got to say. Everybody talk too much. Let's just get to work. Let's do work. That's my thing. So that's my thoughts on the election. Be Love saying, thanks so much, Diana and Doc Rock. We was trying to figure out Vlogmas, so we appreciate all the help. Sent the group request and signed up already. We are down for this and so excited. That is what I am talking about. Getting it done. LJ mentioned you could have told her he died for the ugly, but he probably, see, y'all not been, see, this is the problem. Now I see, Doc, why your stream was going crazy. Now I know. Y'all misbehave. Doc don't give y'all whoopings in the chat. That's the problem. You don't get whoopings over at Doc streams. And y'all come over here thinking, no, just kidding. Saying, who wants to be in the group? I missed it. So is that to me or is that to Doc? So let me know. So what goals would you recommend for Vlogmas, channel-wise, learning-wise, planning-wise, content-wise? What I would say is, what is one thing you want to grow in? What's something you want to be better in? And focus on that. I would say don't set too many goals, not because you're going to fail, but so you have one central core focus. For me, my core focus for Vlogmas is being a great example of how to do daily content and documentation vlogging. That's it. Even if it wasn't daily, it's just showing how to do documentation vlogging. That is my one singular goal with Vlogmas. Associated goals with that is becoming better and getting more experience and consistently doing it on a daily basis with documentation style vlogging. I'm pretty good already with the video stuff. I already know my settings and all of that. Lighting situation. I'm already good with all that. I already got all the gear I need. Excuse me. And I'm mostly, if I'm on the go, phone or Osmo Pocket or my camera, whatever. So, you know, I don't have any tech related something I want to try. But if a piece of gear comes up and it's like, how could I use this? You know, so it may be that. But that's my one central core. Don't set too many goals. Have one central core and focus, because you're like, oh man, I want to edit faster. I want to be, you may want those things. What's the core focus? If the core focus is editing, then let's focus on becoming a better editor. So how can you record your videos better? Or what things do you notice about yourself when you're recording that makes you have a hard time putting those videos together? Sometimes y'all talking down to yourselves, and it's throughout the whole video. You sit there and you record, you get to going and you like, that was stupid. And you spend a whole nother 2 minutes talking yourself down instead of pumping yourself up. So maybe you'll see your own repetitive patterns and natures and things that you do. That's how that smile and whole method of creating content became a thing. It's like, okay, guys, it's like, now I noticed earlier, like 2018, 2017, creating videos, I would be there like, and then you just try to start the video just like going from blank stare face to, hey guys, welcome. And it was weird. And I'm like, why don't I just smile and just stay there until I got my thought? And then just like, so that way when I edit, because I'm trying to edit from weirdo face into smile. And I was like, that's so weird. That's so weird. I'm like, why am I doing that? I should stop. And then I stopped. So set one core goal. What's your core focus? And do that. LJ saying Doc is 73. That's not true. B-Love saying, as a new YouTuber that only posts 1 day a week, is it too much with editing and doing Vlogmas? Here's the thing. You will have to get used to it at first. And that first week is going to be a great teacher, because you'll learn what you need to stop doing and some other things that you could do to be more helpful. With the example that I gave, if you're trying to do if you're the realtor and you're trying to, you know, show how you find homes that have a bad roof or whatever, that's a simple framework of, here's what we're doing today. There's a plan for the video, and this is it. And then going to do the actual parts of it to get that title accomplished or that core point, published or talking about it. And then what's the end? How are you going to end it? Is there something else that comes after this? Or maybe you don't know yet. You haven't decided. And you're just like, I'll see you in the next video. That's it. Very, very simple. So if I did one video on why I think again, going back to the titles example, in this creator kit, if I go to one of these examples, which definitely probably could be something that I do, it would be why the Zoom H6 is better than the Rodecaster Pro for beginners. Maybe that's it. That's the video. And I can share the main point being why I think it's better is because it's simpler. And for most people, they are just trying to do an audio interface, and everything else maybe holds them back if they're not tech savvy. And so if that's the thing, I'm sharing my points and my perspective. There's no wrong. Nobody can disagree with me and say you're wrong. I mean, they could, but it's like I'm sharing why I think this. You can't tell me why what I think is wrong, so I'm going to get used to talking. Really, this is all about communicating your message, whatever the point is. You can talk through things that I've done, like in a day in the life video of, here is how I break down and decide tonight. It was a part that I took out of there, which is breaking down how the time blocks are scheduled in Calendly when I'm taking a 30-minute or 1-hour consultation. That in itself could be a video, and it's expounding on a day in the life video. And I can start it off by saying, hey guys, today's video is about the time block, how I block out the 30 and 60-minute consultations to make sure they don't waste time. We're honoring everybody else's time. And maybe you can get some helpful tips out of this when you're scheduling consultation calls with your clients. Go into the video. Here's what I did. Here's why I did that. And then wrap up the video. I'm like, and that's it. And, move on. Editing and doing that, the simpler you keep it, the better it is to execute. That's why none of these titles are something that requires you to do a tutorial. It's nothing that requires you to do a whole bunch of work or B-roll. It's not. These are like documentation style vlogging. It's very easy to do, and that's the core thing. So it should be easy for you to edit. And most people don't. And doing content once a week sometimes, especially if you're batch recording those 4 videos all at once, you're not really getting enough time in the editing software or using your camera. So it's almost like starting over every time you go back into do the videos again. You're like, dag, I forgot where this setting was. Or dag, I forgot, what was it the last time? That was a month ago. So doing this repetition is the mother of all learning. Doing this will help you get better. So when you go back to your regular schedule come January, you'll have clarity in what you want to do, what you want to stop doing. You'll be better at editing, better at speaking your message, and even just new ideas of what you want to do based on stuff that you tried. And you got 31 days to experiment. You can't fail. You can never fail with experimentation. India laughing, saying, I'm down OMG 73. And backhand lip. Hey, man, it's hard out here in these streets. Saying, doesn't Doc look good? Y'all are cracking me up. Saying, one of us got in trouble. All of us got in trouble. That way, we take care of each other. I don't think that's how it went in our house. If you got in trouble, I'm going to further convey the message. I've always been a good orator. I can at least say that. Here's why I shouldn't get a whooping and why this has nothing to do with me. And I furthermore think maybe I need to go to Auntie house while y'all handle this. Maybe I can wash the dishes of the car while y'all deal with whatever's going in here. I hear you kind of feel that ebb and flow in the house coming up, and you like, you know what? I'm gonna go wash the car. Ain't nobody told me to do nothing. I'm just gonna go wash the car because when everybody come here, I never even heard it. I was washing the car, and further, I'll keep myself out of trouble. You see 5 other siblings keep getting in trouble. I'm watching your patterns. I'm not finna get caught up. Do you think adversities create strong people? Yeah, because it's just an experience. It's not a great one, but it's an experience. All experience, either you're going to learn from it or you're going to learn from it. That's it. All challenges, whether they're good or bad, you're always going to be challenged. It's just an experience. Your perception of what that experience means or did, or what perspective that you take, that's the only thing. Doc makes an excellent point here saying pressure creates diamonds, Rocky. Yeah, it absolutely does. Absolutely does. Kathy saying, yay, you enjoy your relaxing today. I'm telling you. And see, what I do is it's a method. It's a method. You got to wait until the food is done, and then I go over there. Unless you need help, then it's like, okay. But I ain't trying to help. I'm trying to come when the plate can be pulled, okay? Pulled from the cabinet, served or whatever. But usually I go over a little early. Saying 2 hours, Diana. Mind your business. We ain't doing no 5 hours out here in these streets tonight. We are not. I'm chilling it tonight because I ain't have nothing else. It's not that I have nothing else to do, but I'm like, I'm going into, I did a lot this week. I cranked this week. So I'm like, let's just end it on a high note. Our channel is all about faith, family, and fashion, and we are still clueless on what we should do for Vlogmas. So, faith, family, and fashion. Let's say, so number 8 on this list of 15 that I give you says, one thing every blank gets wrong. If you're saying that your channel is about faith, family, and fashion, you could say, one thing every step parent gets wrong if you come from a blended family. And it could be divisiveness between a decision upon the parents in front of the kid. And you're saying, here's why, even if y'all disagree, don't let us see it. Because now we're divided on who to listen to, kind of a thing. Or, again, the topic idea being one thing every blank gets wrong. If you're saying it's about fashion, you could say one thing every jeans designer gets wrong for skinny women or plus size women, and that's the topic. And you could say they don't make the waist or, whatever. So one thing I learned about belts, like leather belts, if you make a curved, okay, if you're well endowed in the back, your pants don't have the crinkly bacon thing. It's like your pants they're flush in the back, like it fits. Simply by making a curved belt instead of it being straight, because none of our bodies are straight like that. So making a curved belt, so that could be something, it's just like one thing every belt designer gets wrong for plus size women. So stuff like that. So in your buckets of content, faith, family, and fashion, one thing every assistant pastor does wrong with the youth group, or one thing every, it's just like, so go through those list ideas. Like I said, it's 15 in there. Write out some different ideas and see which one you want to do. And that's a great way. Saying, yes, America wasn't ready to see that pre-prom massive zit. She got her feelings hurt. Yeah, that's the other thing. And it popped right when you were talking to the dude that you liked. Saying, this is good, beautiful heart. Amen. Appreciate that. Saying truth. Saying, can we all just get along? Rodney King. So, we all know this is not how you spell his name, but I hear your voice in that doc. I hear your voice. But yeah, it's like, that's the thing. We all need more love out here in these streets. Saying, question, is Vlogmas more of a short style vlog or a regular vlog? I'm pushing documentation style vlogging for those of you here on the channel. So, but shorts is like the tall form. This is still going to be fit for YouTube. We're doing this on YouTube. So if you have a YouTube channel, or you haven't started your channel, or you've been back and forth about what to do on your channel, this is what. If you do a short, that's extra. You don't get credit for doing a short, because those are 15, 30, 60 seconds long. That's not a vlog. I mean, you could chop it up and do one, but that's not the point. That's that's taking the focus someplace else. Do a regular recorded video. Your phone should not be like this during Vlogmas. It should be like this, right? And just so we can all take a moment of respect, that is Storm from X-Men, okay? The best there ever was. Better than Jean gosh darn Grey, all right? Jean taking a nap, going for a stroll in the gosh darn park. Every episode of the X-Men cartoon, she's lazy. Every episode of the X-Men cartoon, Storm getting knocked out, thrown all over the place, working. Professor Xavier didn't give her no days off, all right? So just throw it out there. But yeah, your phone should be not in vertical. It should be horizontal. If you want to do a short, that's extra. The primary thing should be your regular video. Chocolate Twist Yoga saying, okay, you're still here. I filmed 2 videos since this live began. You know what? Y'all judging me now. You're judging me. What you trying to say? No, just kidding. It is what it is. Saying that smile, breathe, and clap technique you mentioned is my go. Smile, breathe, and clap. Oh yeah. So it just make. How can I say this? Yeah, you're basically creating things that you can see in the audio. So I guess those are other tips and things like that I would probably share in the group as well. It's just like, instead of getting out of the mojo in the moment to do, like, you can, get going. So, but here's the question, going back to Chocolate Twist Yoga. Are these Vlogmas videos though? Are they Vlogmas videos though? That's the question. Okay. Rocky saying, can you please explain documentation style vlogging once again in detail? Is it sharing what you do every day? No, it's not that. It's just, again, when I say documentation style vlogging, you already have a work, a business, a channel idea, whatever it is that you're doing. So for me, it's on helping busy entrepreneurs simplify the video creation process. Okay. It's not just a statement. That's the channel promise. That's what it's all about, right? So in the course of the regular work that I do, there are things that I teach. There are things that I talk about, which is all of the stuff of the live streams, all of the stuff of the tutorials, and on and on and on. But I'm taking part of the things that I do on my regular day-to-day basis, and I'm making a video about one thing, one concept, one title, one video. So one concept is one title and one video. Meaning, so one video idea that I've been bouncing around on is why you shouldn't use a certain kind of microphone holder for podcasts and your videos and live streams or whatever versus something else. That's one concept. Because in the course of my work, as you all saw a day in the life, I'm like, I need to hurry up and record a podcast. I need to do this. I pull the microphone to me, record, and push the microphone away. But I also move a lot. I move the microphone a lot. And y'all never hear noises that people that in my very first podcast that I ever did, not on the Video Simplified podcast, but my other one, it was called Passion of Business Podcast. I deleted that one. Excuse me. You used to hear a bunch of noise all the time. The point of that video, the main point, is so that you can avoid that. Most of y'all don't have YouTube studios where you got padding on the wall and all this other stuff. Okay, well, here's the thing. This one little $7 piece of kit maybe can make a huge difference between that stopping and that continuing, right? So it is what it is. So Doc saying, hush, the Rodecaster Pro is gangster. Let's see, I done touched some people's feelings there. I see there. Doctor, listen, saying what's up, Twist. Y'all just, gosh, dog, daggone it. Habitual line step. Man, they pushing it. Saying with consistency comes competency. Hashtag lemon drops. Saying, Dinah, you are the bomb. Thank you for all your help. Always a pleasure. Say, can you have a bunch of subscribers? No. What are they saying yes to? And here's the thing. Most of y'all don't realize that I was sharing this in the discussion back and forth with somebody on Instagram. And it's like, what do you think about this, that, or whatever. Okay. People buy bots and they buy followers for them to feel better about a number on a channel. I've come out of business conferences where online, like I'm speaking this year and stuff, and I'll get a message or an email and it comes up 2-3 lines later in the conversation. I saw something about buying followers. What do you think about that? I think it's trash. I think it's lame. I think it's a way to fill your ego versus fuel your passion and do the work. It's always a shortcut. That's not a real shortcut. It's just a dead end. How much money do you have to keep buying bots to give you a number to make you feel better or whatever? So no, if you do see channels that have a ton of subscribers, it'd be like 200,000 or 5,000 and there's no videos, there's not even nothing to watch. Do y'all go subscribe to channels that you ain't nothing to see? It's like, no, it's like paying a subscription for nothing plus instead of Disney plus. And it's like, yeah, man, I pay $20 a month. What they got on there to watch? Nothing. Well, do you know the person? Nope. Just jumping $20 in the tank every day. No, it's a waste of money. So that's just, it is what it is. Saying Hollowback Storm is the truth. Indeed, she is, for sure. For real. Saying, is it okay to do talking head? Yes, it is absolutely okay. Absolutely okay. Does it need to be edited with B-roll? Nope. It said, also love me some Storm. See, Kathy, I knew we were kindred folks. I knew that. But yes, Vlogmas can be some of the videos will be just like this. Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about card readers. Here's why this one I think is trash. And here's why this one I think is the best one that money can buy and is super cheap. That's the video. And maybe I'm holding it up if I have it or whatever. If you want to do B-roll, if it helps convey the point, you can. But this is about getting the quality doesn't have to suffer, but also don't feel like these are not level 10 style videos either. It's not that they suck, but this is like a 6, 7, or an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. That's where these videos, that's why I say documentation. What in the course of your work, if I run a nonprofit and our focus is on helping women and children, mothers who lost their job due to the pandemic, and our focus is getting them back on their feet. And I'm trying to help other nonprofit leaders, for example. Documentation style vlogging would mean, and talking head, and where that will come into place, it's like, okay, I got to make this call to this mother who lost her job 3 months ago. And at this point in our program, we would do this, and this is available to her. So I just want to give her the good news that she qualified. And that's it. So it's just like, here's why I love doing those calls. It's because they oftentimes think that we can't help them, and we can. Or most people think that's, it's just like I'm sharing my thoughts around my normal work and the stuff that I do. And that video could be why your program should have a 90-day incentive, you know what I'm saying, or something. So that's it. To somebody that's in the field, that's in the space, trying to start a nonprofit, and that's something that they're passionate about and wanting to do, you think that tip might be stupid because it's not, I ain't, whatever. But it's not, because if you're learning and you're trying to figure out how to even do this to begin with, the fact that you save them a lot of time trying to figure that out, a lot of people that they would work with who would miss out on that, you're helping them tremendously by something simple, right? So it's no loss, but it's not something that is you hire a videographer to come in and shoot 4K or 6K video. And no, these are on a scale of 1 to 10, your 6s, your 7s, and your 8s. And that only you decide how good or how bad that is. These are not videos that you're researching for 16 hours. And no, we are getting you in the habit of creating content, finding your message, getting better at editing. So when you go into your regular style videos come January, unless we do another challenge, then you're like, I am so into exactly knowing how I want to create content and what works for me and what doesn't. So this is really about identifying as a content creating entrepreneur what really works for you. So talking head style videos are going to be amazing. Dr. ELO saying word. And Doc chiming in here with some good tips or good advice saying you can do either. We're not trying to do we're not trying to all be Casey, just Providence. We can stick it's just like, what's something that you can do? Saying you do you, no judgment here. We appreciate you. That's what I'm talking about. And that's the thing. That's the part of the group. You feel nervous on a day, you can talk about it in the group. It's going to be open. You can let your hair down. Doc, sorry, you ain't got none, but shoot. But you can come in there and share, like, man, I'm nervous. I need to go to Lowe's and do this video. I need some encouragement, y'all. We there for you, So Devin saying, is this challenge good for the person who has no audience or content, like none at all, or for people who already have an established audience? Both. Because here's the thing. If you are afraid that the fact no, I don't want to launch my channel like that. Doc, you don't do the voice. I do the voice. And I don't want to launch my channel like that. I don't, I really want it to be professional. No, stop. If you don't have any content at all, you don't have a large following. Let's say you got under, 1,000. You're still kind of in obscurity at that point. Nobody knows who you are. And most of the people that are following you are subscribed to you hoping that you pursue creating content around the things that they like, for what they maybe saw or heard you say you were going to create content around that you really haven't got into yet. So they're waiting to have you validate why they said yes a little bit more. If you have a larger audience like I do, which I don't have some, but I think 10,000 people, which I'm claiming that now, it's like, I think 10,000 people is a ton of crap load of people. Like if I did a talk in front of 10,000, like, mama, take and hold my roses. You know, it's like, like this is the bee's knees Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be afraid either way. And there's value on either side, because what happens now, the reason why I'm doing it, I also want to capture this moment for myself in these days. I wish I had done that in 2019, but I also want to be, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a teacher if I don't go do. That's why I dropped out of college, because I'm like, I had a business. I was making money, passive residual income. And I was sitting in there in a business class, and he was like, I want to create a business one day. What you mean one day? Pardon me, sir. What you mean? What you mean? He said, oh man, I want to own a coin laundromat. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the fact that he wants to. Yes, Miss Gladney. Yeah, so I hear that. When are you planning to do it? Well, I'm hoping to do it over the next, you know, like, I don't know, 1, 2, maybe 3 years. You don't even have a business and you teach in a business class. Hell, I can read Google myself. I can order the book and read myself. You ain't teaching me from experience. You're teaching me from theory. What can you teach? You can't help me. I dropped out of college and went back. I think I did go back after that. Yeah, because I took a business law or whatever. So, yeah, because I wanted to prove something, which was like hit the dean's list again or something like that. It was like a personal goal, but whatever. Or president's list or dean's list, whichever one. I think I did both. Whatever. I just wanted to prove something to myself. And then I dropped out. But yeah, if you don't have any content at all, you're fine. If you have a channel, you're fine. You still have something to show and share at any stage. Nobody's too big for their draws. We all got to wear them. So whether you buy from Walmart or Target doesn't make you any more bougie, because we still got to wear them. So the point is, you got to know where you're at. And you know what I'm saying? As far as like, what lane are you in? If you don't have any content, what are you afraid of? If you get to the point you figure out 31 days from now, you know what? I really don't want to do videos around this no more. This is not the time. Like, you know what? I've been talking about this for 31 days, teaching on whatever concepts about accounting. It's like, you know what? I really don't like accounting. I do like this kind of a thing though. And you switch. You can unlist all 31 of those videos. The experience you can't get rid of. If you have, and I'm doing this thing or whatever, and I say, you know what, I'm shutting the channel down, I'm not doing it no more. Because, I don't know, I want to go, I don't even know what, you know, live in a library, for goodness sakes. Then it's just like, I uncovered what I want to do next more than what I'm doing now. And I didn't have to wait 6 months to figure that out. So it doesn't matter where you are. There's something for everybody to learn. Doc is saying, if anybody in the Let's Get Live buys bots, they will get a whooping. Same here. We do like like my mom would say, my grandpa would bring at times the bus, the little thing you pick on the transit, like ding ding, to let them know you want to get off. We gonna whoop you with those. We going real abusive. Saying perfect. I hate editing, and my spouse is learning how to edit for me. But I do lives all the time. Talking head and demo videos are easy for me to do. Thank you. Absolutely, do what works for you. There's no wrong way to do this. Saying the only rules I gave in the Let's Get Live family is we ain't plunking out at 12:25. Exactly, and that's the same 20. That's the same thing for the Entre fam. So me and Doc Rock are in agreement in that we are not going to stop at December 25th, because it is vlog every day until Christmas. But here's the thing. I said this earlier in the stream. Push yourself. You do not know what you're capable of until you push yourself. You stop making excuses for yourself and you push. You thought you couldn't do it. Push. You thought you wasn't good enough. Push. You thought that you tired. Push. I've been tired as hell this week. Push. You know, it's like, oh man, I got to hurry up and leave. If I got 60 seconds, I'm giving a quick tip, and that's going to be the vlog for today. Today's quick tip is about memory cards. Here's why SanDisk Extreme cards are the best cards on the market. I've had several. Need no B-roll. I need no intro, outro. I need whatever. All right, guys, that's the video we're doing for today. I'll see you tomorrow in tomorrow's Vlogmas video. Take care. Peace. No excuses. So it can be done. You can do a ton of stuff. You can do a ton of stuff. So Be Live saying we upload every Monday, with now being in the Vlogmas channel, do upload those videos as well. It's Monday, so 2 videos on Monday. It's up to you. I wouldn't try to overdo it, unless, like, for me, one day where I will have a double upload is where I'm going live for the Friday Helpcast, and I'm still doing a Vlogmas video that morning. And so, excuse me, for me to keep a good schedule, I want to record in the morning, edit in the morning, and upload in the morning. So that video, and that's something I learned doing the daggone videos from 2018 that were horrible, because I'm like, how can I record, edit, and upload in a day? Vlogmas taught me how to do that, like, for me, in a process that worked for me. So several videos of the last several videos y'all seen, and a lot of those videos, especially, like, here's like where, again, nothing is lost. Nothing is ever lost in your experience. And when the coronavirus stuff kicked off, what happened was everybody went into a panic. We all are like, what the heck? And then when it got to the point that they like, we're going to do another 30-day extension and another 30-day extension. At that point, at the second extension, I said, oh, it's a wrap. We in here. We in here. We are not out in those streets. We are inside in these houses. And I'm like, crap. Okay, now what? Live streaming. Live streaming help. That's what I'm hearing people say. That's what I'm seeing the need for. Record, edit, and video. Like, something new come out that day. Record, edit, and upload in a day. In the group, I will show y'all how to do that. I'll do a GoPro camera up in the corner or something like that so you can see it, or whatever. Record, edit, and upload in a day. So I'll do a video on that. Matter of fact, I might as well write that down. So I'll do that in the group. It won't be like tutorial style, but just so you can see it, or whatever. I'll drop that in the group as well. And again, guys, I know Mo kept dropping this in the chat as well. You go to Diana.link/vlog kit, and if you go there, it'll get you all the details that you need to get the creator kit, as well as when you go here to actually join the EWTV or EntreWoman TV Community. So that is where you go. And so we'll be dropping a lot of gems in the Facebook group, in addition to if y'all vibe with Doc Rock, he has a group as well. Again, I'm super inspired by the work that Doc is doing, and all of that. And that is what took me from me doing Vlogmas to let me bring in my community to do this. Like, it's like, let me not miss this. So y'all can thank Doc Rock. So show him some love. Saying my entrepreneurship teachers was the same. I dropped out of that. Yeah, everybody want to talk about business and entrepreneurship, and they got theories, and I'm like, yeah, no. I would at that time, my goal was to every day make as much money that I was going to make at work before I ever clocked in, and so it was always about doing work. How much money did I earn before I'm going into this Saturday shift that I hated? Because I hate working on the weekends. And I'm like, at least for in corporate or whatever. And I would feel so much better about clocking in that day, because I've already made as much money that I'm going to make here in my business. That was goals for me. And so when I was like, he wants to start a business, and it's a tangible goal, that's something that's, achievable. And I'm just like, tripping. I'm like, no, I don't want somebody I want somebody that does know what they're talking about. That's like an accountant who ain't never looked at a set of books before in his life. Say, anniversary of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack. Do you wish to share your solidarity to viewers like me from India? So that's not something I'm aware of. I can definitely say I have some cultural ignorance around some things. But of course, I mean, here's the thing. Nobody deserves to go through any kind of terrorist attacks or anything like that. And that always comes from a place of hatred. And it always comes from a place of somebody wanting to force or make people do something or whatever. And it's just like coming from an evil place. That's why they call them a terrorist. They're taking the action of enforcing terror upon a person or a group of people. And at no time is that ever right. So, of course, wish you all to be safe and that you're well and that things continue to progress well for you in your country, wherever you located, wherever you live. And again, you all have to forgive my cultural ignorance around certain things. But if that's a day yeah, absolutely. Stand in agreement with remembering those that died or were lost in regards to hateful, hurtful, harmful people that had no business doing what they were doing, regardless. So it's always something, Let me catch up in the chat. My bad, y'all. Follow Don. Good to see you. Saying I'm guilty of overproducing videos and taking too long to publish new content. 6 videos, 303 subs now. You know what? It's like, and good to see you. The thing is that you can psych yourself out. And there is something about planning and making good videos and stuff like that. That's important, extremely important. But the thing is, though, at what point are we, majoring in the minor? At what point are we majoring in the minor? And that's the thing. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. And this will teach you to get to the point, crank out the video, stop making excuses. And when it's time to go back to regular core content style videos on your channel come January, you'll have so much more clarity in how to do that faster, how to be more efficient with especially doing videos and they're spaced out a long time away of recording and doing. Even a week is kind of long because life happens and you're like, dang, man, I got to record again. I don't even remember, blah, blah, blah. It takes, so you just can't be chewing your head about it, So saying if you don't like editing, use Vlog Easy on a phone. Yeah, I think that was Rob Balasabas. I think that's the one he was talking about. I think it is. Let me double check. And then I'll pull that up. Yeah. This is what Rob was talking about. So Vlog Easy is this tool that if you are doing videos on your phone, it will let you kind of put it together.
Automatically edits your videos. Tap to record. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I edit my videos. Tap to finish recording. Instantly, AI is removing all the silence. And as you can see at the bottom here, the app went ahead and made all of the cuts for me already. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I edit my videos. On top of that, you can go through each of these clips, rearrange them, extend to keep any parts that you want, swipe up to delete them. This app also comes with unlimited royalty-free music, GIFs, stickers, movie clips, thousands of stock video footage.
You do not pay me to play your whole but no. So let's check the pricing on that because that's important. Lifetime license and 30-day money-back guarantee. So we're going to hide pricing out here in these streets, saying just pay or pay just once for access to Vlog Easy Pro forever, which would be $150. I don't know if I would pay that, but if it's worth it to you. Here's the thing. I don't make videos on my phone to justify that for me. If you do, I'm pretty sure that I don't think this is a bad price. It's just for me, I know, again, tactile, keyboard, mouse kind of a thing. And then it's forever and you're paying for the efficiency of it. So I get it. It's not anything wrong with it. I think it's a dope service. I know for me personally, I'm not a phone creator or whatever like that. For that, you know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm going to bring it in the editing and stuff like that on a computer. But that's dope. So Vlog Easy. Check it out. So let's take a look here. Can we catch up? Devin saying, I have less than, you cannot have negative subscribers. Saying the fear is getting started and making info desirable, analysis paralysis. Thanks for the info and encouragement. This is what this is for. This is what this is for because I know a lot of y'all deal with this. I literally had a message, I think it was like a day or so ago, and somebody was like, oh, Diana, I'm afraid to go live. Help push me over the edge or something like that. And I sent an emoji of this girl taking her foot and like booting the crap out of the next girl. And I was like, does this help? And then of course I sent something that was actually helpful. But where is the fear coming from? You're afraid of that I'm not going to make info desiring. Well, you're already doing that because you're not making anything. So mission accomplished if that's what you wanted to do. If it's not, then let's create. Guess what? 3 years from now, when you look back at the videos you're doing now, you're going to say either I'm glad I got started, or you're going to say I wish I got started. So it's only going to be one of the two. I'm glad I got started, or I wish I got started. There's no in between. But being afraid about not making good content, it is a problem because you're not making content. Being afraid that the content is not good that you are making, now you have something to actually judge from when you create. So the best solution for a lot of problems that content creating entrepreneurs have is going to be solved with doing. It's going to be solved with doing. Most people don't do enough. Gotta do. Doc saying majoring in the minor. Dope saying a white chocolate drop. Yes. And it's saying Big VU has a lifetime for $69. Okay. So let's check this out for all of you mobile folks. Appreciate it, Doc, for dropping that in the chat. So let's take a look. See y'all. Record videos with confidence, script, shoot, style, caption like a pro. So it's just swapping between these. Let's scroll down. Record with confidence with a teleprompter and make videos. Okay, a caption maker. That's dope. Excuse me. And you can add some music and some other stuff. Okay, you got a little action going there. And so Doc saying this is on sale. So pricing and whatnot, which I'm sure that this is probably, again, I don't know if it's holiday sales or whatnot, but who knows? You probably check on if this is the right company. If it's not, Doc, let me know. But yeah, most of these companies are doing holiday sales for sure. So worth checking out. Saying the app Sumo, that's another one. Shazam is Dr. E.L. Lowe saying, yeah, that's so true. Saying ain't nothing to it but to do it. And that's the thing, man. If you're not creating content, what are you doing? What does that mean you're actually doing? You're not doing anything. And that's the hard truth. I think I'm trying not to be sharp tongue wise, because I want to be mindful of people's feelings and their emotions around this, because I'm trying to say this in love, and I hope everybody receives this. Some of y'all are lazy and you don't do, and you want to make excuses for what you are doing is good enough, and you're not doing anything. Let us be honest. Before we go into December, what are you actually getting done? Are you really doing something that is worthwhile, or are you bullshitting and wasting your time? Let's be real honest. Are you wasting your own time? Because talking about it and doing are two very different things. And I talk to a lot of people that are taking the BS approach. Let's stop making excuses. Let's actually do the work. That is why I'm saying I will be doing it with you. We created the group. So those of you that are in this community, you have my help. You have my attention for the next 31 days. If you are somebody that is having challenges, and obviously, Devin, this is not at you, but it's like if you are somebody that's really having challenges, let's stop. And all these challenges have a cure. It's called work. It's called work. It's called work. Right? It's called work. Let's really, for real. Like, if what you are doing matters for real, let's just do it. It's obtainable. It's possible. I hardly doubt anybody's trying to do something that nobody else has ever done before in their life. That I just think it's possible and it's obtainable. Are we taking the BS approach? Most of the time it's yeah. So I appreciate compliments on work ethic. I appreciate compliments on desire and passion and whatever other things that sound good. It's work. I don't care about getting tired. I don't care about being frustrated or I can't figure this out. I'm dealing with an external hub that when I shut down the computer, it want to restart it. Or when it goes to sleep, it disconnects my drivers. And so it disconnects my Final Cut Pro. It's causing all kind of little hiccups. And I ain't figured it out yet. It's been like going on 2 something weeks. Okay. Is it enough for me to stop? No. Either I'm going to return it or I'm going to stop complaining about it and just use it. And at this point, it gives me, it's less of a hindrance than it's more of a help than it is of a hindrance. Can we, Entre Fam, crush the hell out of December? Come January, I'm already in the thick of doing exactly what I want in my business and in my brand. Like for real, for real. So I'm not trying to be harsh and, all of that, but for real, y'all got to stop with the excuses. Let's get it done. For real. Okay, Doc, you helped me. Thank you. AppSumo and Big. Okay, because all right, so I'm glad you clarified. All right. Mama moment over. Whooping moment over. Let's eat some butter pecan ice cream and some peach cobbler together. Okay, so Doc throwing in the link here in the chat. So y'all got this. Apps by AppSumo, they're a dope brand. So Big VU. Big View will go home. So yeah, $69. That's dope. Oh, good for the next 5 days. Okay, cool. So y'all have that. Doc threw that in the chat. So check that out. In addition to some other sales up there and stuff that they got. So yeah, be sure to check that out. All right, chat. Let me catch up. Saying if you're not creating, you're watching. Yeah, it's true. It's saying please be sharp tongue wise. It's needed and probably the truth. Yeah, saying she not trying to be Doc. My filter has Hummer size holes in it. Saying please correct me if wrong. I don't think I missed any of your comments or something. So all right, so yeah, I don't think I missed anything there. But all right, so cool. Let me scroll back down. Let me catch up. Saying India saying, oh snap, real talk, legit. I always make excuses and need to stop. That's why I love when Doc tells me to get on his live. Now it's time to create. 1,000% true. Saying there is keeping it real and there is keeping it real dumb. Chris Rock. That is a great quote by a great comedian. Tammy said, ouch. You know what? It's a teacher and pastor his name was Charles Capps. I think he's passed on now. And he said in a training or something that I was listening to, any country old man too, he said, I'm going to say something and it's going to step on your toes. And that's okay because God will heal your toes. I said, that's cold blooded. That's cold blooded. But I was like, okay. I was like, all right. All right. Rocky saying, can you share some video examples, please, for documentation style? Please correct me if wrong. Vlogmas it can have talking head style videos with minimal but decent. Yep. Perfect. Yep. You got it, Rocky. You got it. So let me catch up. Saying you just gave us a whooping like your mama used to. When I tell you, my parents used to give listen, it just ain't worth it in life to be getting a whooping from my parents. It wasn't. If mama had to whoop you, you know daddy's going to get you when he gets home too, so that you understand that they are a team. Furthermore, it is so ingrained in my mind that he would say, oh, so you think you just, and then after that, it don't even matter. It's too late. It's no return. Like when my daddy say, oh, so you think it's, daddy, I ain't thought nothing. I promise you. Took the brain, put it on the bookshelf. I ain't thought nothing. I promise. Oh boy, for real. I'm saying stepping toes, yes. I'm gonna bust out the Red Wings. Hey, I'm telling you, be love. I ain't saying I love you, Diane, and you're true. So appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all being in the community. All of that, for real, for real. It's just, like I said, you have to remove your own excuses. But it's, man, it pains me when I hear all of the things that people are passionate about and what they want to do and gonna do, and the doing doesn't actually get done. And I'm telling you, I changed tremendously when I was like, you know what? This is my second chance at life. I want to inspire as many people that's still on their first go around and had no weird encounters, what else word I'm thinking about? Encounters or instances, those two words I'm mixing together. They haven't had no weird encounters or no weird stuff has happened to them. They're good. Take advantage of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, hard moment, but you got to get done. And saying, yes, let's go. I'll do Vlogmas, those in the live and in the chat and in the replay. Absolutely. Saying fit in the do. I heard that. And on that note, we are going to wrap this stream up. I appreciate you guys. I love you all. I hope that you enjoy tomorrow no matter what you do. I hope that you get your stuff together, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. Get the creator kit. Get into the group. If it still needs approvals or whatever, I'm going to get in there now and make sure everybody gets approved. And we are good to go. All right, y'all. With that, live with passion. I will see you in the next video. Peace.